Jimmy, when Jimmy, any mammy, or your passiaba, any mammy, one Jimmy, any mammy, didn't chas, any mammy, or your passiaba, yes, I am.
Simple.
Papa, when Jimmy, now on there, Papa, when Jimmy, no one here, no, no. My provoke friend, I went my turn back. And my papa went Jimmy. Now, Jimmy went Jimmy. I went my turn back. And my papa went Jimmy. Now, Jimmy went Jimmy. As I Jimmy. Any mammy, or your passiaba. Any mammy, I went Jimmy. Any mammy, didn't chas. Any mammy, or your passiaba. Yes, I am.
Simple. Okay, so for Mami San Tribune, you say your network with Masami, maybe you are. In fact, I know Dane, none of my Pia Mountain network in the sort of TV. I don't know. It's Mr. Ross said, Oteminka, Yana, Omen Wire. Sir, Oteminka, Maminton Cassia Wire. Yeah, some say Terry Aquaba, but just Oteminka, Mammy Wire. Nah, baby, I'm a Pia Montina, my network in a titty crowd, but anyway, I mean, I be beyond control and see. Because I may try, say, maybe I will meet my yard, but say, Montemin Casano, why? Yeah. Okay. Okay, some say yes, I heard you. Some say, a boko, what do you mean? Can you sound on here? Philip say, Odama, what about you? Mammy talk a conversation, you say. Network in a video near what mean as a video now. Why? Right. Yes, or see, yes, we can hear you. Okay. Okay, Mammy Abnasi, yes, we can hear you. And then again, Philip will say, okay, or see, yes, we can hear you. Okay. My provoke friend, I went my turn back. And my papa went Jimmy. Now, Jimmy went Jimmy. I went my turn back. And my papa went Jimmy. Now, Jimmy went Jimmy. As I Jimmy. Any mammy, or your passiaba. Any mammy, I went Jimmy. Any mammy, didn't chas. Any mammy, or your passiaba. Yes, I am. Simple. Okay, my more cover bill. I'm more cover bill. You said I'm here. Okay. Auntie Sherry say yes, we can hear you. Right. Okay, we say what do I like you video, mama? Why? What do I like you? Cook with us, me also na and they are showing us here. Mr. For the past 2 hours, my
Mama, good evening.
Evening.
Me patcho me free for me na adwempa ni free crew.
Okay.
And me na mate here. Nti me frɛ me bribe na frɛ me. Ye crew mu ni ba ko na frɛ me. Nti o ka cha me kra me yam hye me. So ye say me frɛ me chiba me ko me chiba na na gina. Omo ye classmates. Nti me frɛ me chiba na mbizan sa pepra. Ye say adwempa hina wu. And o say kwabna wu. Na me say say
kwabna chire say yeah unim okay.
And o say wu na me say wu say how. Nti sabi asma me chiba na kan de menka. Because I haye
Matias.
So I confirm me am so we buy me stone na me ntimi ko frɛ Becky papa. So ti me frɛ Becky papa no. Ono so me no mo ye close pa. We are no papa na say oye no say na so na den na ye no on de papa na ka on do papa nim say bia ye pressure waka chan say o pressure na ye ma no na wonom ntino ye so atwa ahwe ntino sa na papa no so kan nti minim de say ya mpa na say nya mpa no machiri ba na confirm na papa no so on papa na so minim so ye certain there I don't know say ogidi ana so on gini because say we can say
your kan na no aka
ya mpa de ya ye mani no a onom ntino I don't know no
let's say kwabna kan na hu say ne yamfo ele na de nyaka
me fi me ne fi me bi on na aso ne kokra me ko pata na wa mfi me na me de bi twa aso
o kasa na me hu be bia of ba
oh
let's still na atisem na ne mu se
tie nyina ya atisem ne ati nti say e true na de obi anim say yampa na yampa
e true e wo ya ne papa na iwe no ware no ne papa eye ne ma mi nua yes adwempa ye free amfo na iwe free amfo na se no e free amfo mi busuani ne girl no Minty, see I mean me wo page, me nam TikTok na me bi ho a e ma me ebisa.
Okay, we say for not just say the only say the big story are trending or Ghana for highway in the so you nua be ma ya friend no adwene pahene be ma Germany no born bra and our highway in the so and not just say baby adu ni say anopai Ghana for sorry ya one much say boy be ma wato na no won si adu say ye no kre say ye no kre baby abefa bia asem wi na won no ka hadwen se abrantie se onyini nu ba bia sa na abansa nemum se de mpani aka se haba bono te na dada so te ne de se de ti bia se no kre se wato na no wonse do a enso nche wada se nemum ya na ya ba bi obia no yama no kafra yama ne die ne yama ne hono nantie na busu aso nyina yama mu nyina yakọ yeso agya nkoda me ansane kunani wachiri na abrantie wo highway no so ache se ne wa wo de besi wo betwa pa ene wa mfesi kro no watimi twatra wo hye nyina nti ekame se ba ne sei no ene ono ankasa ne namfofo ene ne nkrofo no mo Germany ho no ano aye den papa ache se ahurate omo fa boka enye swan ene che se ono ankasa ne nkrofo wo Germany de omo fa boga enye swan se asam na no aye den eti chese ne bemen nanu wori na so ne asantefu di boy ni wose onti ase se obi akọ aka menhia asem na wose wonti ene sesensem do keka bi pa
Asanteman is under my foot. Asanteman na moto no kwasasem ena mudie under my foot me ka chemo biem because jimisam ena ma hwahwaye no Asanteman na moto no kwasasem ena mudie under my foot me ka chemo biem na ni brenda ke se pama me adwene pahene ene Ghana fo nyina adenta me kasa ye nya ba fia pokuya e ka no kre ene kire Ghana man Asanteman se bio no ma ekoso e o my Ghana enye ene Megunsa me adwene pahene so to Megunsa yes akrada na juja no Megunsa ye na no ma mutasi aya na musa fia pokuya me pachaw e ma mu gotodwe awmanim no mo ye nem guasefo pa mo ya koshifo yana na 242 ati ho ana wo so sa asemfo we se so ya wa manfo mo ya asantefo a onwontie na 242 atam omontime mpachaw chama wo tumeti wo edi nkwasi asam ene sabi osemfo e wo mai Ghana mu obi atimi nkaso ba pachaw efepoku ya osa afamo ya afamu asantefo no won so no mu efepoku me pachaw e ma mu gotodwe awmanim no mo ya nem guasefo pa mo ya koshifo yana na 242 ati ho ana wo so sa asemfo we se so ya wa manfo mo ya asantefo a onwontie na 242 atam omontime mpachaw chama wo tumeti wo edi nkwasi asam ene sabi osemfo e wo mai Ghana mu obi atimi nkaso ba pachaw efepoku ya osa afamo ya afamu asantefo no won so no mu dili a ade bie ni wa be ya ebe so mani enso mani china o sa wa cha pa na opai no ma nya and maybe am come no insurance Ghana nso be na beto a emunye hwa iki say what one na mo sell mine no kwa cha mo ntie obi ka no kwa mo at na se puru nya me o kan e wrong no kwa ka be china so sa ka bi Asanteman is under my foot Asanteman na moto no pasasem na mudie under my foot me ka che mo bi because jimisam na ma hwa no na ofia pofia o shine adum o shine kita on adum na nanom na solid gina ye se wo ofia pofia ka bra na be ka no kre na ka no kre ka no ka sabi ka fa somla so a wo ba besia ba be gina ho abetima me ya kokotro so ba ya sato be ka no kra wo sa de be gina se ko pacho e ko kutokuto e ko ma omotoki e fe bokua ma di hu ya pa mimi ni aba no minim se sabi onyo
right eti sansam wo bebre na yenuan okeka ya chese ne ensam de wadi nkomo chese when the ba say wadi nkomo pa na am say ne de me service ne mo ame ohun yeah me service ne mo ame kra yes yenuan arahusam nasam na ya arahusam pa I don't know me service ne mo ame kra mo ame Mami try na me hwese ba bi foforo so be boa me a yeah me service no mo me kra yeah abusiana motemenka de motemenka see what error transmission error yeah me transmission error pa Marvin, otemenka ade anotin and ebu afame so yeah I'm saying more transmission error emba proud of again na motemenka de and de is anotin amami anotin meaning yeah, I mean, a distorted the whole show, yeah, a distorted. No, I think there's an me monitors na de me ano. Another. Wow.
To trouble catch him this year, no, or say ampa. Oh yeah, your friend is saying, Onya, mucha kujiranity.
Yes,
yeah. Not all fear. And I'm going to operation. I don't bear few, obey the D. Obey the DV. And now some call where your friends say they be on company, and no more than a free hoba. More than a free hoba. I know more fast. As I didn't call hospital.
Oh, okay. So, yes, I'm on for say, yeah, it really bad. It's Teresa, what to say, very bad. Sasona. Proud Africa say it's loud, just that the video keeps breaking. Oh yeah, because I'm having notification saying our transmission unstable, weak sound. Kofi Patrick say yes, sounds great. Okay. Yen try. Kati you your friend I've Germany, and I just what Germany, and in some day what can be na we as one say we one day say no question we from I need na about your friends one name yemra. The entire ne ho asem no akoye se trendy bebre se asem for kasa bema no eniema waye eniema bema no waye no ene hante no ede ne se yeseche se wonu obi a nya problem akọ ese adwempa hin no obi a nya problem ene che se we asantefo kra du ba bi so tietia wo mo so ne ade a se ne de so tietia asantefo so Nina ne say one so koma Dormaahene ne ade I mean hard dream because oko highway so and some more come me kan kese onya free say sa na tie onya free yeah proud African anode iti edu mre bi ni wotisi asantefo so ne ye say me nim di asante ndi aye no nyina ne say wo ye NDC ni and now we consume a news no fake news no say asantefo na NPP NDC ma power ti sa adwen bi kura na yenu ya yitirim and ye ototo ma na ye papa wo kono wo fraud wo hura asantefo ne akufo ados na anoye den but na ye kan so woni ate asefo asase so a ye kan ye so wa jankoda me nsane okunani na kunani yo abaywa wona ne ti a abaywa na anya adwuma da on sa abaye yesi wa anya adwuma da ni nyina ne se na bema no no a na koba no wahwe no ne ade ma che se ba ko bia me hu ekura de me sefi me se wona na ka bom no mu di ono no papa atem bema ne ni wona yere no aka bom wo di na se bema no atem a che se utimi se enne no ye ka wontie dabi na sa anwuma na se em se ni padodo no etie ebusia me ba
Papa wait chimi no one no ona my profoko friend I wait my turn back and my papa wait chimi na adwene wait chi wait my turn back and my papa wait chimi na adwene wait chimi bi any mama a wo ye kwasiaba any mama a wait chimi any mama a did chase any mama a wo ye kwasiaba na yes ade no
simple.
Eti beme wone ne yiri ne yese friend Becky na ayi beme so di adwene pahene na Becky de me nim ni kura ofre beme na de yeso ofre yamfo wonnim so kura mpanin so yamfofo nyina so yesuma asante wono me asantefo so de ne ba ya yenuyen na wote si chese wote si wiki kan sama kase de kire santene ni asantefo a chese emfreni masama somewhere tai ene oye na de ya ne se yesi ukro petedu na mbi ka no eya ne bia kire se eto ye den kura obusuafo na jewo emu ye den se dey oba betime je oba ma betime je na mu obusua de won bejewo but be me ne yiri kwanfa so o mo de o mo ne o mo papa ne na se oba ma ne fa so no ano den enne die wa frem ne mum ewiase duaba bia obi abedua bia obetwa so ho nyese wa frem ho asem ne mum ene manti ama ne yeso ko Germany ho no ba bi o mo no chese wa free media minim say ya dwuma hye because ye nua no biso ya o mo pe trending pa anti o betimi aye because me kai sa kwa we woni ajagura de bom gidigidi pa etuwe ya ye kan ajagura je o ba bi dinsim hu say bi say ye no kra ajagura je so be mo bi dinsim hu ye say wa ye bi was wonye hwe wa kuzo fa so na the mo kan chese ya de ne ball no wo ya de na one fun serious on say ya de be friend the silent killer which is the BP and as a blood pressure a silent killer udi akura do be kosisia nipa bebre we but they have no idea so say no kresa be men o yare na sa silent killer no bi ne de ne kwa fair enough mo am wo akire so na ye de but eniema obi a wo ye no na ama nipa no obi a gese mafo chekere mo adwen ha dwen
Papa wait chimi no one no ona my profoko friend I wait my turn back and my papa wait chimi na adwene wait chi wait my turn back and my papa wait chimi na adwene wait chimi bi any mama a wo ye kwasiaba any mama a wait chimi any mama a did chase any mama a wo ye kwasiaba na yes ade no
Simple.
Bemen ene we NDC ni ankasa ne to da Ibrahim Mahama this adat Mahama this ene ano de amen why na fam de ena black so we ka se woni ne na de yonko best scout nyaaye gidigidi pa on de ma ena fofa ye me din pa be ba ko so no isim se onu nua Ghana ne ye free na be life mu kakra kire no pe most of them you mu nyina ne tesa but most a least mistake I want to be nya akasakasa so on omuntimi nwene nkase esene techerema kra ne ya no won opunti meni na nyantokwa let's keep your secret and I say kaish a down ni be nyantokwa no sada no ubenu ho nti yaman ne is so difficult say woni onua Ghana ni be share ade privacy ana o ase da bia ne aye soli tetete kona wo ye sure say eye de enye obi obeka say papa bi enye yen before yen tesa but ennam ne ye bia yesua so ne ye bia yesua no proud African enye is odi because so we check guy we videos on ase da bia wo na danfo bi ho asem in fact edu stage bia ye nuan Ghana fo ni bia tete abroche no mi nyamadanfo ho asem ye hot cake me won naked this me won leak audio me won this so very sad. Now we are sure say enipa ye dwen to wait me at Naviase. Unse nipa wu nipa ne sie no. Enipa wo so a enipa ne hwe nipa. It will yet woni nipa ne pedili. But ye yakwe say ye yatiasefo a ya tamfo. Sa na say before ye ye. Free say video bi a mintimi mo etai biscuit bi ono Germany we what ofane maame ensem okeka kire guy na maame no ano odene. No bi kra ka chem say video bi o se hwe na ne papa ne kura na se okura mponi tie video na se mponi oti
16 years na akwanye mo yere wo de pa no na dada o yere na akwanye mo no ma o yere ko school concept party don't joke with adwumpane say the would you be baba no me do baba don't expect any apology over my dead body. I will never allow you to insult my husband. Mono tio social media no tio social media make us be watch about.
Eh abaya we free him fani. Na obi di wo kuro di papa atem. Na wo na abaya mo bo abla. Be ma di beja wasi no pack me. Wo de be ko fie be. Ai. We aboy no aye ge yedro. De munti asem. Mama mfanutie. By the time one nipa na mo so no. By the time amra no ene be dia wi no. But insem. By the time Germany ha emra no e be finish no ma. Mba respect it. We am papa o, e am ami o, we are ja we am wan o. Emra no new TV a. You respect the law. But respect Germany emra no. What I say, we see there you will regret. Bracket 2 after now 23 years. Wa babarwa mono.
It's just say for a comment section for just say commentary position for just again ko nyini 23 years. They say at least when you cry about 26 years. And what was 3 when the boy no. I mean, can you bad but at the end of ever say what say only know say on baby you cry or you just keep shut and your mama baby and ye and you be on by the but you just ignore them. So I would ignore them, but and men reply woman with this harsh way. So and men reply woman cry. Mean Castle, I mean to me, your dear yam, you are awful be my own my dear ya. But just keep it and ignore them. One day, or more be normal. But so call it this way, dear, and advisable, and yet. And if you answer a free one, there's no way sense some way workers or Catasso, Debbie. Won't mean Catasso. Asanteman account for years will be wearing connections, but say create trim. Says this in a trim. Is this hardy and open you free men can say who will be watching us on also young wine. Says they don't say we are moving to different generation now. They don't give a damn. Titiasiasa, Idioye be arbitra, leave a legacy. Minkaso be a power some and yes sanity. Name my once a guy says any videos or more papa ye. Videos are we bound away when you're for banter fight heat on the normal for the bar. Legacy pay a year impact. Watch that ye. They say no amount for very low. One watch that ye. One no send a yes upon this. I was as we so. No, so on the yes upon this. I need the legacy a day, a year, a more fire. So a more fire say out where Bakudu has say. And you were too jam or too venom serious. We were too venom serious.
Asanteman is under my foot. Asanteman na motor kwasa sam and a moody under my foot me catch him because Jimmy Sam and a mahwa no. Asanteman na motor kwasa sam and a moody under my foot me catch him and na ni brand that say pama am Adwumpahene and the Ghana for nyina adenta me kasa ye nya ba fia pokuya e ka no pre e de kire Ghana man Asanteman say you know my boss oh my God enye and na the gunsa na Adwumpahene so to me gunsa. Yes, I thought I didn't do no. You go, sir. Then I know what Mutashi I had, and I must have procured my patcho. The Mamuku to get our money. We are them to for power. We are pushing for. Then I know 242 at the home, and I also saw some fool say so. Your amount for me as the 4 on 1 year and now 242 attempt. I want to patcho. Chama want to make you a deal was some.
Eti, you can imagine this impunity. Oya day, Yabekayo. Oh, United Highway, you see, and can say, the old ye be no be you. People are watching you with different eyes. Métier, Uma be been to Mrs. NDC for be bribega, Omani Betty. I saw for be any Betty, yes, I let me a friend legacy no. But you ever could be say, didn't know when yaji me, Is there also be to me now so for be any idea didn't you because oh no cassette so for a ton near ma we are coach for anyone min kwaje so for be sikani min twa Toronto so for be aso you see there's a legacy there's a PBT Jamaican patron network in your own you manage him me o baby kakra na ma bra ma ya enye nti why me so you manage hwe unsa wo de ye fa se me enemi free mu a wo mo be ka me ho asam ye asofo we gu Ghana NDC for ni nyina ne se asofo be kasa akwa we wo sori ti asofo no de we nyansa ni bebu so se nana mo ye de mo tonton ne ma mo bu nipa no sa ni ta wo dwa no eno mi nsoro tie sa ne tie because me say wo mo adwuma ma sori ti asofo no adifo akohwefo ne pen en wo mo nimme so eti sa de na we so bi we yen kana cha se nya no kre o ye be kan wo kira asem sa ne tie now ye nuen je tie de se on se ne no obi ehu ade kro bia wo ye dei e de no de ba ye e de na wo de ba wo ye de wo kire de at least ese ko kire bibi ba na de ne dei every day me expose we me ne we father mfo kakra ne ntokwasi entem na ma de na ho asama ba na nam se empani se abo bi beka we free won temem it di entia because wono nante na obi ewu opono ma no nti woni mu ho asem nti wo de beba beto abonten na kire de se woni amene ni age eno so nyanyansasem I'm telling you madam phobia mene ne yadam fo pa wo kosa so bolofo a chechi bi enam se be kan so fo ho asem on se wa try as woni be nya problem kese se menya intelligent na me nsoro ya me masoro pa enka na bra bom ne ne ide na busua mu nsem ka de ba be yesu ba menye woni nti amenye no fi se mimi hu ni se na dwene no e bia problem na aba ho it mean fi no ba me de ne be fa ekwa bia ai is persuasion or fine or person dey offer me onse se me obi a enka wono se maka ne sofo ho asem ne sofo tonton so bolo yesu mo jane ne manu a ne ma fotantan de manipa no no a me ka no so wadwa what me kotana ne sofo ni TV so se me enye me madwene mu na edu a enka me nim no na me nim na brabo mu nsem no ka me de ba be tena internet ne so ba mo se me nye me mfi no se me man attention kra me mfi no sa ne tie e ma me esa ma wo ye mature onso ono onye mature do nti wo de me kotena ne TV se kra se embre bi me beda ne fie nyina so say the titi no internet ene de internet ipa ma ntimi bi jaw ka me fire serious ba me fire in a professional way china ye be fa kwa bia so say be nya different source ba bia me woni nye ya eti eno na chese wiase wo ye de a wo be nyini ese wo ye mature wo ye de ese wo ye mature because and then I will call be once much been said upon what you already say the next time a on also 10 sanity the bemen obi on the yadam for be a woman you know as woman and tamasay the number for nyina won want tamasay the video be an mission is yakra you see the area saka Ghana ni ewu a ke se Ghana for nyina akọ ho obi a pransi ho obi because on obi anya problem
good evening.
Evening.
Me patcho me free am for me na adwempa ni free crew.
Okay.
And you me na metie. Nti me frɛ me bra bi na frɛ me ye kro mu ni ba ko na frɛ me nti o ka cha me kra me yam hye me. So ye say me frɛ me chiba na me ko me chiba na ne gina. Omo ye classmates. Nti me frɛ me chiba na mbizan za pepra. Ye say adwempa he na wu. And o say kwabna wu. Na me say say
Kwabna chile say yeah unim okay mahu.
And also wu na me say wu say how. Nti say bi asema me chiba na kan de menka. Because I haye.
Matias.
So I confirm my mama so we buy me stone na me ntimi ko frɛ Becky papa. So ti me frɛ Becky papa no. On so me no mo ye close pa. Ti me no papa na say oye no say na so na den na ye no on de papa na ka on do papa nim say bia ye pressure. Waka chan say o pressure na ye ma ne no na wonom. Nti no ye so atwa ahwe. Nti no sa na papa no so kan. Nti me nim de say ya mpa na say nya mpa no me chiri ba na confirm na papa no so on papa na so minim so we certain there I don't know say ogidi anaso on gini because say we can say
your kan na no aka
ya mpa dia yes ye mani no a ono
right eti yenuan obi busa se ofre wo but ofre yamfo ewo ahafo ho so omo nyina ya Asantefo but wo se omo nyina no Ajumabadu start into omo nyina da na ye abonofo tatis na bia etiema asem na Asantefo ho ye ne hin me was wo no ya Asanteni onim say yamfofo no ya Asantefo ye ni bibia say wo yamfofo so manhia omo ba manhia every time nana yamfo mahene wo no ba manhia all the time woni ne ni latran konwa enso of Asantefo ho time because NDC adwen ntia because of so we NDC ni no it will ta Asantefo it will fa ho any Asanteni bia ne namfo nyina Asantefo nyina ya aka adene say yes sir it to the point and say me die me nyani wu an wo me etina ade be kina say man sorry a minim say ne ewo evitable to mankind so you can never dodge but ekwan obefa so be wu ye enna ya na ma ne news obi abeko but the point and say ye nue legacy na ye bisa wo me say enne uko highway ni so a ni videos e twagu nyina anya bibi a waye o se wo ka asem bi every day was on the oye beef oye yes one friend beef oye beef eti legacy na ni beef no eti on twa the video bi papa bi ameto highway ni so eye beef woni amanfo wo mami bi he wotete mami ni bodua chese mami bi o mani dia wo de ti ha se ti ha
o ba ya de kuku on so kuku no firo wunya be ma bi ko ti abo se na jo so aba akoko no
afensu mesraw social media me ya adwuma on social media amanfo se me na me kun stable ya se me na me kun wo ene maba sabi na me kun wa mfia duanu ba ko me na me kun wa be frɛ me na fa me ko se nya me na me kun wo mo ti social media gu mani ma se sa makun no unu omu nyina ni fra omu bi di oba wale mani ni kuna ni bi wo hu se bibi wo wiase na se nya me na me kun wo so a wo hu obi a watena social media ka se me na me kun wo bia na Mr. Nyima wo ni omu ni no me da wase
Anto hwe ni ba to say we oda boy timi photo trobi ba to say oda wo nyansa root se nyansa e dia boy him man se nyansa na wagimi ache sagan ko mota sidia woni baba ni ko bi abebere okon sani bi aso bebere kan kama bi aso bebere ojuja ni banenti mo o kwa ti bi ko wona so samba na fo abemu samba bebere ni baba ni I don't make any of them from over your family say, I'm a near from your family was here. Oh, die, we don't go for the city. They say that.
We, eti na yenuano, yawa, this out my madam the firm on so. When you say be a mammy to my DB or yen maybe tia society, says social issue be, and now where the Oba addressing and now Oba attack the message, not the messenger. We here every day personal beef. There be a social media na personal beef. This may expose we na me no and now na me ne daha me ne twempana wo ye me boyfriend wo ye me ex wo ye me girl wo ye me boy etimi de ne ho asem koma we me ne kasa me wona daja da me phone so enye nyansasem tie de me ka chiro na odi cheba oh ye nya isa de no moma ye hu ne hu so nya hu papa wo e ye hu fun kankan it wonu you share gan you can want me person in be reason and me name no me when naked this o ko TikTok e ma bi kukuku abrochire bi hu o mo da every day che ko ka che atay e die na mo solve the problem e die problem am legacy be na mo jai mo nya isa Ghana for mo nya mo me nya isa wo de yen kase nyina ye di ho for why yen nyina ye nua yesu asem sampa se wawudi a me sister na me nyini je se na busuafo aba abonten fi se wo boys no trending me na I'm telling you me nyini up to now me se sampa se wawu na make me nka se wawu so won mo ada busuafo ba e bebo ya mane a fine me nka se wawu ko me nya ko bia e kire se mawu boy na wu nemu e bebre ni trending na so no kwese wawudi a legacy is so important entra me ho ye mfato ho se enche me metimi akọ saaneti obi abekọ obi ehun ade wiase obechene bo na emu me se legacy ben na wodija eyasemo adwene bebre woni patim ade ntina ye choose se de eye ketekete no mum ne ye bepese o so tase eti me e chena me ni ho a madika che wo mo beka me ho asem saa me ni nyina enti eno no wo mo ka ye benya wo mo adwene ebe question wo mo say na wo ka wo say nipa e wawuwe wani agye no wo de hye ba no de no wo kati a wo say o kati a me say metonton ne man timi yosofo akọ be yosofo azan na wo nya azan eno ano no me saman say ampa sama ho a me mawie so o de asofo na me dinam do me say asofo aguga no say dumre na me no mo di sie ni pa edifo akotwefo malamfo ne ato ajagora agya mu nyina wo me mawu na ajagora agya se wo bosa oya mu musa se na wo ye dei o se na me tonton ma me chenchene ton me yam hu se me wa duro metimi atu na akwa ne se mintu wo de chaba so boa wo ya azan hwini wo uni para ene wo wu nti wo be kan no obi bebusa se na se wo no de na wo kura wo ni hwe so wo ton chene mpa eyesa e kire mawu adum che bi a church members ne se wo mani age se me mawu a mu musa wo mo se e de na mo papa no tonton eno ano no so wotonton ne Yesu mo dia ko hwan agura mu nsuo kosu akokọ pambo mu na saa ne na wo ton no ne manum bia na eno ano nti me pese me kire say fight a good fight and leave a legacy. In fact, to me enipa bebre tie manom asem amma bebre no atwe mo fra sofofo ho. In fact, obi kura wonya aso no kobat o makwa sofofo mu ni bio because there was a time you Brazil a crusade say question your busa sofofo no busa the question because onyo bia. And be mutimi standing in front of their pastors and ask them, challenge them. Yes. So it leave a legacy. But leave a legacy. Now, when it comes to politics, the NDC form permassem to the sense that every day we no so because omamu ya me time it me wunen me wunen NDC ni say nani agya encourage because ye benya almost a section of the people who also tell you say no, hold it, or political party ideology ni bullshit. And into one panel and one anyasa ti yenu asem no eya hadwen still network dey mahun say I mean direct power we say transmission is unstable due to weak network connection sir but what mean kan mami moral kakra say what mean kan network ni sa na edumi jakra so my show no say the vibration e show but network ni sa na edumi jabata still what mean kan dia because I say the party and can intimi ma show no so. Yes, any planning to me must show so because network no me who no has say. It is a comment search for no ya mo mami commercials say yes, you can hear me the voices why. What team come I mean why? Yento aso
trouble catch him this year no or say ampa. Oh yeah, your friend is saying onya moja ko jira ni team. Yes. Not fee. And I'm going to operation and obey you obey the and now some call where your friends say they maybe on pump here, no more than every hoba. More than every hoba. I know more fast. As I didn't call hospital. I'm going to call hospital, I'm going to call intensive care. I'm going to call intensive care. No.
Okay, so yes, Collins SDC, yes, network is good. Sasona, yes, Tony Yabua was say I can hear you. Proud Africa was yes. Teresa Boate say good pa. Daniel Quatin was say good. Sam Sitevia said the sound is good. Kofi Patrick was say good. Know thyself was say we can hear you. Okay, fantastic. Yes, Madam was say yentoaso na and then yentie voice and then forget about it quality pictures of quarantine yentie messages and you run show serious we said toda na ye toda ni mo ya yes abeyi was yes it's okay now nti yenua no de omo ka kire se emoja ni gina ni tirim omo say di omo ka no se emoja gina ni tirim ti ba sa so a blood flow no a problem because cardiovascular disease in my brain a blockade nti we nyina no me nimdie wote Germany na den o man ko ye severe sa ni nyina so a problem yes and the safari is a high reason greetings everyone is clear on YouTube thank you Ernest thank you pa mami amazing thank you Nasir Ken is good thank you so yenua no che se adwempa hene de o mo kire se emoja gina ni trim na when say one pay attention to the health nti we so nyina no mo amotete aburuchiri ye wo gadgets nkete wa to be to them said ye check your pressure ni your BP ni your blood no to be to them o sori no pa check ho na hwese wo da red and wo da green and wo da yellow to be to them so enye bibia na so rush ko doctor ho so to de check wa koma na wo moja yi wa yi no na opa bibi na wo so de wo monitor wo home no say home ne kuta de mo friend spirit na ye home na we mu na mo say friend spirit ti enkwande wo mu de friend spirit no na sa mo frefre amanfo to dim so eno ne home no se home ni ahode a wo ni nkwa bio sanete so na home ni free moja mu na eba iti niema so memoja na strong no ese wo hwe ni nyina ti wo sori ese wo check se wakoma ni ti me pompi moja so ema home ti mi gina woni home a woni nkwa de mo friend na amafo se friend spirit aye honhom won se ye home ne ate honhom ade a wo home on to bi o nkwa bi ahome woni nkwa won ti me home so ho eti kasa ye na nanam kasa bia wa asaba ya ne adane dan ne de hunu na nipa wo se wo home o home wo mu ti me nya ho ti nipa mu omu ne wo ne frama ne wo mu ne frɛ no honhom no so ti ase enti se woni ahode a wo ni ahode bio enti eniema so ma mframa ne ba ne firi moja no mu so enti firi moja no afa abre nim na eye process ne mframa ne honhom ne na omu sa na eno ne sustain was nipa the moment ade ne ma mframa ne nya ahode ne brase te sa akoma no the blockade pa veins ni mu the artery na baby say the artery na say veins no so the blood flows no blocking na emojato bi sisi wa na unya more metabolism na to say eniema stop blood no ubenya problem e ba sa home ni ntimi nya aduane ni no wa home sanete e na so honhom ati wo mu no onya aduane so onya free moja no sanete we biology so we can biology chemistry any biology bo mo sa bioke e na me checho na physics so de ho abem so ahanti un say the more na wo nante no e physics so now un say bibia no by motion actually say biochemistry ni adwuma say without the biochemistry there's no physics science sanity without the biochemistry there's no physics so what I say the moment I obenya moja echo nsuo ntini no the veins the cardiovascular area ni nyina ye adwuma now obenya energy to process the physics or to by moving motion so it's a brain nya adwuma chemistry obenya problem so moja ne nkwa biology any sa nema obenya problem the biochemistry no ne progress and I say transgress to the physics it is a uma emoja ne shut it down o home na ti wo no obeda oda na chese nipa no wawu sanity we science etina obi a we adwun hospital bebre they don't fear obi onim health no they don't fear death ye tie ni obi wu na ye nwanwa ye find out die ne kun no eno ano no but as usual ye no see ye honhom wiase spiritual believers be more eti what dream say obi kura betimi abekun but ono wa bekun so but the when is above so be more poison no be to akun ene so dwene ho de aka no de jaw mo sunsun sem no so nti ye kan ye hunhun bebe nsem bebre se bia wo ye wetia ye wo instinct enipa so de ye adwene susu no timi ye bone ai timi kun ye enipa instinct betimi akun ye on say so you obi ade na esiw mu na wo kra ye mo so sa ade amede enipa ma anya ade no kra betimi akun eno na ye almost wa kese wa na se wode na no emo obi ni yawo am say on say ni nyina so ye home mienu o mo no home ni di ya na wo de na enjoy you instinct kan na say we feel ni wo adwene mu wo benya problem so because what adwene na wo de emo obi di yawo so eno so ya na ye ncheke sa ade so ye ncheke sa ade no why e important it wo mo se mo jagina ni tirim wawu ana wanhwe ni na I mean moment moja be jino bitrim so mean say coin answer amba so won say moja ne dia frusane wo dipam ite ko na answer amape now ebe dane tumor ite ebe ma cancer na obetimi yakun ebe block wadwen na ma obe lusu o senses ne o focus ni nyina be yira eno an wani so be brew team obewu so that as akoma ne be dwo so yemia no we say we free yes so okay I think the network need na so kakra ni nkobati awrahosem na ne yate say no kra na busua nyina emo nyina yakọ adwene pa hina busua emo nyina yakọ na ye nyina so yi no ye nuan so a ede pure hate ti wo mu no munyai
ni ire si ga nu ra wa no apam ga no so wonko wow ti wa no okay oh yeah no pam doctors for no so wonko wa no the whole thing the whole these are oh I know almost sounded with your friend say, no operation here, but one na one man can say him now. So it's confirmed.
I was at the hospital 5 days.
I am not paying.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
Yes, see, and I can't catch him say, you power Ben or any cousin, or confirm so. Muja Kujani.
Oh my God.
Tom Cochine, and Uncle Ye, and almost Uncle didn't call you. Tom, you operation you 2 times. Anna, you went drunk as a good. But it's confirmed. From a resource. Yeah. Carlos is the sea, and I'm in a Carlos, if you don't get picking up.
Now, on any cousin, Ben, and Carlos confirm free.
Oh, met me, Mammy, met my community, and my send them as the same.
Ah, okay, because minimum crop for make
Jenny Dimas, my testimony as a seer, maybe fish my testimony.
You almost is here. Me know my ding come on, but person me can a little of semi tea the echo. Minimum ban and a no Beckino. Minimum nipper. Minimum figure to baby of seeing I and Nancy and you know, we've been so many things.
Yeah.
Sir, or no cousin now, all come. We know no, I've been fine any day, or no cousin. Beckino, a bushia, and Wahamo. I can find it on only papa will feed him, and Miss Wilfrid, him, and go watch it. We'll be a friend, a downfall.
According to the Carlos, also only I've been buying any cousin, though I say Bushia long has.
Yeah, but I said Carlos, or I've been buying a million beef.
Yes, was also no news crying any car.
Yenuanom NDC for say monya ye kase pa bi say abranti in fact why ye campaign amamu massively campaign wo ye mad JDM anodre in fact o kona say watwe akufo ado asi ho watwe asantefo asi wo no wo horo mo adaya asantefo na MMP NDC mapower yenuan we de boso kena ye say enkoda say samienso say enum ene wo de agya oba kunani ya wo ye say oba no so onya adwuma wo be man de kodepa odo na edepa odo bobobo odo idebi keke odo bosuki na urade we de odo bosuki na pa ti we de ya papa Ibrahim Mahama one o ya one ya wasade o siade you one jo Ibrahim Mahama we de eso adopt nkoda no quick because abranti wo ye campaign man brother serious ti se ne wato na nanu mo nse said you one kan na no credit ya enkodai yes say no and yanso say no quickly NDC for monhwe na munya chiri we dey anya ibia we anya ibia
ne papa na iwe no ware no ne papa ne maami nua yes adwempa ye free amfo na iri free yamfo na se no e free yamfo mi busuani ne girl no minti se si me na me wo page me nam TikTok na me be hu a e ma me ebi life is
right any information dey ba na basa e ba left and right one Ghana for ya yade and information e ba from the chrome abc Stuttgart abonten so any chese any obati wa mo we Europe oni Germany oni London ho ano aye den yenti we ni emrasi a
ayo mame adai asemba ene ya ka se mekizo obushe
We was Stuttgart here say or Stuttgart here. Oh, already. Oh, me patch up. Good evening to you. Good evening. Me was Stuttgart here say na the see a crown meeting. This is my friend me bisa. Na kakra mekane say and then you to know and penny the DNA door so boy you Stuttgart here what didn't Stuttgart here what deep and penny for hanging out of just one full beer and she. Yeah, I don't mean tears here. You was to get here, and I'm a crown me, I'm a bushing me where someone will yet try to me solid the wire.
Not so far, not so could be nothing.
Wow, I bet you are this to get your penny for what had your wine. But why I almost say, I want to 2 million.
You have been firing the comment section and managing the comment to fire me. Also, this about stop your scientific nonsense. I knew money on me. I come in quarters. What is your found Quasia Samson near me? Found Quasia science in 3 years ago. Was it Aquano and was it the other Mammy Canvas? Was it? What is about stop this your scientific nonsense? This guy, was it all the cases this guy was it all the cases, various cases this guy caused killed him. No, was it in simple thrombosis procedure in Germany can stop can stop this and these complications, but eventually this guy Niama Wayene Kuno you're right. Unless you didn't Kevin, what Kevin, oh, but at least I don't know. I mean, to your society, will be now born to the Amana couldn't say, I mean, this way, sir. Already, I can't fire me or fire me serious. Also, what is your fan? Because I saw me and I can't wait. The amount for them need be a bonnet canoe. We Germany could bet imagine on Benus to also a mistake. So listen, my brother, what did you say? Quarting on. Yes, quarting. Kevin, quarting, Mamusa, over what you say. Tobo, into Germany, Nipper Muana. Over such as Agro Funwa, or more heavy insurance, Womuana. Yeah, if I say that me and yes, sir. Moyesa na mama asofu akohwefo no enya dwumaye mamonyesa mamonyesa ye Germany enipa wuda bia munyama monyesa wo mokura bi kro mo wo the huge insurance crash child no pa here bet quickly you bet me do makọ emergency but I mean it's enipa wu ana adwedi as yes so this is so was that is fa no sa ai oh, that is what challenge me. Fire me, okay. Wa fire me ba. Me chim say Stub0rn and black so in Germany ni pa nwa na mo de mon kan kre. Mo de mon kan kre. Be a hospital any pa wu ana any pa be pre wu. Dan abo twa na mboa. Any pa wu. Germany ni pa wu. E wo mo so mo wo. I mean first class healthcare system but any pa wu. Eti we no ye bibini bibi for no that ye wo ba bia in fact asem to a wo betimi wu. Asem to a betimi wuti and when we say what can say what can you be dear, but media missing health on the focus of health no. On say, yeah, no, ubi wuya na yakohe and nema boni away. So, ubi wu and yakohe. Make people was a yakohe, and as soon near the Atesadi and me say, ye queer mono, yen shiny pan and yen fancy idea. On a michi. Na yen nice mono too much na. And you pan be cranaka or young medical attention. And you have or preventing you have been a 1 year. So let me say, instinctness, I had the why you be instinct to bet me a kello, and I say bet me out to renew so blood, dear so on. But in this situation, any public me, who bet me a yard and woo, and yes, sir. And I party, Kevin, the one or the kind of cray. It was so chance a country crowd is on any per one, any per with this kind of baby who have potentially a silent killer, a couldn't put a be our European America. BP kunipa more baby until your friend the silent killer. It kunipa bebrenti. Let us not play with this gallery. Let us not play with it. Say, Namsa Kwano, no, Yana would dear man for eternity. Yeah, before the ADB and equal replace intelligence. No, any puppy brave Jack. You might say, all those he has banter with are going to claim they killed him. Yasemu Ghana. Aye, Sanon Baye. On say, Womoa, no man, sister Baki or Boni BAE. Ajagreja ko twa na ntwie ni ade wo mu nyina beje fans enso yen ka no kre na proud Africa even scientists on mu na ye hwehwe ni wo mu da bia wo mu so let us face the fact ni nya is ahom sam ni nsi wo so me de me hu ni say sa ahom sam na yi ni bia body sa na no punish wo kra mra wo bia wo tias because wo tibua no wo beti sa na yi hu no but I mean bebre no didi say wo bi bo bia wo be wu ni ade so mama fa obi anko je fans bia munya isa Germany ni pa bebre wu hypertension kuni pache we all the upper koye research see the most silent killer BP hypertension e be kun see ya eni kuni pantem e wiase ba bia because a least mistake away no be oh miti oh we want to kum na ko so yes Alex said yes the network is very bad Alex ayasemo fache me why yes baby am word see ya my ya 2 hours ni na me see and try am for se kakra yen kakra ye be pon see ya na yes channel my position with different area yes now says yes do not joke with hypertension yes now say no crack etimi esremo somebody before the hallmark me matiase but the fact in say be me no kwese bia ne health no say o muka say o bleed won adwene mu ubewu o bleed ekọ adwene mu ay say obi abotu ubewu let us not play with this it wo ho na uti o ya find the cause of uti na ye wo ya no en na say ya say ye uti o ya find the cause so ta say timi ye besra mu ya Kevin o fa ya me dey but still ye education no ye education so na ye nuanu bi ntiase and na too much stress I mean stress no too much so hwe wo obi no okekama nchese na ni agi o let me tell you patch obi ni sem padifo bre yawe wo obi no okekam no onye nchese so we okay most of them are the depression yes ade no e ma ne meme nyina e ma ne nyo so wo obi a wo okekam na wo ye achase wo ani giem no enipa bebre da wo musu on the bed so people are crying because of depression. And because a year before, no, most people are crying in their bed. What you say? It won't be now highway. This will you day choka, hold it there. The brain suffer from depression, anxiety. Yes, a possible. And also bet me a slow poison. A bayonka crack the feather fell. Any public brain or complications by a yachadan yaiti. Young no can. Why? Nti yenua no sadi mo kan yade ye betimi ekono ni instinct no so amoka say ye ni tibuo ebu no fo ne de waye no amofie bi se dua bone huhum eno nso wo ho but today ye wani so wo ha huhum wo ye me na wo ye ntewo me kasa ko kire de esi wa huhum ye nhwe ni so no be man ma bi se no wo yare ena wan hwe nti ye ntie reporters why ye ntie to me bi kuta we kuro bi to aso
of course
ekrobi to aso into 2 bi e o wa bi so
ya ka se me muade o
yes mami se de boy yi just me na sabi wanya ne ba because won fa me nya tapra no afere to atabo omu obi a wo kro mu ase wo di wo bi atem last e kro me ko for shop na won na ho na assembly a wo de to me ne me maso no mi bisa no kami bisa na ko kata mi nye di na me be ko mi enti me be fresh see na me bisa o still got here ya
ba do friend na e get back on the platform why
me ba cho yo no ma
enipa e kasa nyina no most of them e wo complications ba mo de asi bibi ye no a wase na me ni we wa asem ti na mawu enya no kore mo me nya isa de no so me ti e opa me so fu bie no betimi yakome konfo bie ntimi nkome enya no kore mo bia na da obi ntimi nkome mi wu am ya na mawu let us not see a hype wo mo me nya ye hype wo mo dodo that Ghana for a corporate that stress me too much boys in this stress say woman no me dey nya no kore that pressure competition we dey show and ne Ghana for unnecessary competition we yes feel ba kun tese mesmisi fee we fee no ye wie o me ne nyina ne baaye jack on satia de me nko na me de nko we wakojika mo no so akoje jack Ghana for bebre we say me so last 3 months na me wo DC and na Ghana ni bi wo ye we say means cars 4 na wo ye cars 4 ni deal no and wo beton aduma ne de amami nipa bi e wo Ohio say wo sere no a wo shepo ni car bi na car no ba bi wo ni to sere wonye cars ni nsi ni ho tie story na me de ma no Ghana fo mi no wo be peke sa amami nipa no mi nipa no so wo Ohio la ho and wo ye no so okay o de mo famra to mo prake car no mi nse so no na ono ware broni ena ne broni ni so won tiase car no wo be report to ma police na se be ya yira police for me check answer no nse say cars ni nyina wo police for record so Ghana ni na ye deal no eti wo be peke sa amami nipa no omo de car ni free Baltimore omo ko fe report to Baltimore na bi na Maryland omo de call Ohio omo bi omo yira car na echi say what record so the red line and a police for call almost called take him to and I don't know police will be two carrying in our coy and what catch it on my betting in the pants on 5 country in the pants or my getting your auntie. Mini pan fragrance are now car no free was so a Miami car near that no so any brother. Also, the good man war a memo will be the aquamame. Now it's open now what the aqua. Don't say almost yet, or won't draw a lion on my pickets. I want to see her. And I'm in Nipano, yeah, no track or my police for name at that down one on track in Nipa 6 and on chill. Oh, America. In Nipa 6, almost walk a Chicago. Or what it is, Nipa 6, no much of Ghana phone qua. You can imagine, say, anybody be press up, a second of phone or the American or Washada or by American 2 to 4 years and why ye. What ya, sir, ya had genital. And so Nipa be brain, ya cast at the Kogana. Car be brave, Canada cameras, want to be tracking Ghana, no more cast of where we are Ghana for we are Ghana. It will moment the Dakasa Casimo Ghana, and you know this kind of toy. Munya, sir. Record opa check America or more data because check a cancer Ghana for we are the Ghana. Canada crady West. Wow, take Canada. Tell me something boy. Canada West. Uber saw the near 2 cardico. I'll be so on as Abruchili Coronio Hana Catro. Young Crawford become Ghana for record be brave or a car theft or maybe a carjacking on the call. Or the precious row, many guy in a call, the Cabia Copiemo Ghana or Cotradi, what was made me no Comacoton, Maclemu bear 5 billion. Jack, General, yet Shamuya the away, son of Pesamicho, Shamuya the away. Any probably brave you will means to Abruchri, but General, so I say, ye can your uncle for brown, we are Ghana for a moon, and need to move to phone a dilly, and to move to phone Susica. Into a bombe 1 year only to move to phone chili, no crackers, no could see who could actually, the actually own Ubewu, who could actually. O Coconut Danny America be a boy Ghana phone be brainy to move to phone a dilly. What I say, boys in be brave, or not, or so yes, can no crowd, Pesana boys in be brave on my life. It's ya won't forget to General Moon so dear near would be any Siki crowd. Fabitu quite actually. What I say, Fabico holidays, did you open show Musi, Obiamo, Obiasman, Obiasman, a day. 8 years, yen young be brain, yeah, brutal phone be more problem. Competition here too much. And only boys in be brave, so boys in be brave. But the piano more than what to be. Where you mean, where I say, you know, yet the way, show me yet the way. Oko Ghana, cast be brave, go up Ghana for every year, so I just almost of a kind of correct. Or maybe I could go and no more. Or Moyan of Fatugu, in meaning I could buy or Moyan, a Ghana phone be brave, a way means Oko can no more. Cast be brave, Ghana be bringing in papa. So, anyway, I almost business, no, I almost have a devil pejani or lie. But so be catching me say, what you have stress, no, what young man huna, new in the bar, yena, we see diamond timins media, or nobody could be crowd over for mission is a one hour we are over you feel for and to one team call ye at Japan sanity. What I say, oh, your boss everywhere, obey your boy for a 1 pound to be married. Shamu be a free bar, and shall be a woody. But you must find a way to leave a legacy, that's all. So, the Bible said, honor your father and die your mother. And this boy is very disrespectful. Yes. If you, in fact, my Patricia, Bible cry, Bible Bible cry, niwa, ye nimtata. So, the one know Jenny, and your Bible cry, never catch it. We know all these things. Ubet me a capeniasem. But in a strategic way. So, because penny for grass are catching Sansanibak or Danians of no penny quasiatia. So, there's no way some penny for repeating quasam. So, but you must find a way to attack the message, not the messenger. And yes, attack only and you more personal. Attack them. Yes, Proud Africa, yeah, let's bobo for be. It won't be only a scano cogano koyak semua. We your buy and for what you know, Koduba, Korea. Or calling Krama, called Dania, the Adibi, America of Crabbe and Kodubai. Eti uyo your Ghana ni young and I don't go to Koyo, Saka system, stress about so over to me. What do you wish to say? Who stressing the was a heat your bem, heat me by watching. Yes, proud of course, yes. Be guided by your conscience. Fantastic word, me that's proud African. George Amofasi, yes, I am here. The reason, George, me that's say. Alex Fennin will say, no competition, period. That's it. About getting on my table, you can't create your pressure will be a bit sort of. on pressure boy we say e to da bon as won ne na for say me di me cha me ma pressure ade ya wakoto watimi akọ free car e ma ne yere nu afufu ne sinanu na wa ntu wo ba wiase a me ba wo vision ne wani so ade ho nyansa wo yera nu afufu ne siw tables na wodi akọ adwene so edi wabobra nyina ne se fufu si wanim fufu ken enti no chese wo mo be pressure my god etu wabra boni waye yese ma okọ free car dem a wo tuatu every month wa rent one room bi ne wo yere hye eno no wo top pressure de amobi no na sa nipa no wote waye papa de wodwene ye de se ma mo hwese ma wo fufuo ni nkokofo so nam enkoko ye ku fridge ma buru cha mo nipa bebre wi eno na wo de aye nkwan do so ne si wani mu akira sa wabobra no we dabi we yen top pressure yen fan top pressure na de na wonya adwene kwa se waduane na wanu a wodi no wo de top pressure mo why must you even think that we are normal and this is the kind of typical life for you men believe se wa no fufuo na nkwan nam go so what they je fans na what they ma obi ama na dwene pressure aba no so why must you even think what person actually say why a show of tantan no and so was why bogati abruchi what Germany to America mo hwese ma ye you ma wo fufuo ne nam me mama for pressure me mo hwe be kali so me ma pressure what my god damn this is crazy enye kura munya young boys no munyai because all I didn't pay anytime you was one and I'm for beef serious biscuit to mo no gidi boy back so your friend are not che one just every day one to banter gidi why now so 10 be me ma pressure me to mama pressure kun and then no senior pressure na mu ekono also no pressure na ekono so pressure no what they ono so what they ma for once ekono ni video me etora me video ni flash me was a premier mem udi me tia meto pressure amount we ni papa ne say I mean yen grow so ma yen grow ye aduaba kra ye dua ma ne fifi a ebe so ma nipa didi edi atidie no o epie silently o duaba epie silently ana wo hu so what I say I mean so we grow silently jai say odo life my koyi nipa bia hin jai sa sikani bia no den life you bia ye hiafo ye nya kakra bia na ye ha adwene sikafo no bo ho ase wa boom no wote wona wo ye investment sa ye nya kakra bia na ye dede sa dai enya kakra akwa bia ote America wo se wo kasa te se de woda o hyehyɛ dollar no woda so wo nso wo ni hwe so America ye kan sikafo na se the young people are millionaires won ka ho social media sika se no nya no so as wo kasa kire Ghana for it say wo hyehyɛ dollar no woda so mo slow down yes ye pese Ghana for no si ya ye wo ye say nipa say na otimi hwe mo de nipa so ne do say ne dawo hwe obi wo ha wonte na so nipa wo de ni sika keto obi hwe obasankofo no you can compare yourself to them I'm telling you hwe maami bi wa ye adwuma sa wo ni sika bi ye o sika kakra okoto atare ba ko pe wonko na odi sika wo se wo ye yi jami anwere ho nipa ye ntiwi ase okohwe obi wo ha nipa egunu so a wo mo nsa ko ma no sankrofo no kuta skills special skills wo bi ase wo se wo ye wo e dey impact na wo partners na study hwe ade wo ni impact bia o t-shirt ba ko no wakoto watch go ba body ba ko pe ball wo se wo ye wo ye funny mu ye nya isa ye funny too much show off ni too much minka sendra see minka say when you sika en kotena restaurant kase bi ni di but emfa intention say me di ko yi obi ahinti na me didi restaurant kase bi why must you even think that way esa we a child we are doing a childish move yes opie na wakwa why must you even do say we di ko yi obi ahinsa say me top pressure ma obi na me akudonku abi say say we ya na okosesa amanfo onsa ne amanfo dollar na wade agogo na boy you say hey just how long no e dey na Obama so Johnson me there so munya wo say me ye show of amanfo say ma ye akwa bi so de na New York wo sorry wo say wa ye na me ka nie na eye childish what you say enye why say obi ahwe this year na dey ni enu bi na ma boy bi no nko e ma bi ko Bono to no junior Jesus say junior US from Niga bi New York or nko she adwuma na pay wo mko no ma you afi wi ase I mean you need to reason up nkura se nkura me yemfa nhye wo mo abodam ya no an yare period eti ye nua no ye man dabri fadie die ne man hunu nantie why adwene panye nantie ai ti we NDC fo nyina no ye mamu nyina yakọ ide bi keke
be shemu ha de ba ko pe entina ye ba aye ona ye former vice ye former chairman any hello ayezu ye jina mu ha me mamu nyina yiko se aye ye jina ha ye kwe ye jina ha ayezu Choboy. And then Hanumwa, President, former Vice President, former President, John Dramani, Mama Antine Hanum. Ezu. President.
Now, young queen, we was network in the end, your own. But you're managing kakra now, you'd be seeing why. No location be a honye, fetch me why. Security installation around here, a restrictive network and why. Fetch me. But young kakra, why? Mammy dance what's wrong with him. And what day? Yes, Marvin, Motimin Kayan kakra, why? Now, when one year canoe not one more hard, Mahama say. One more bed crack or I am a Jessica, a yentie, Bosuke non ankasene numasem, John Dormaahene Mahama, Tia, Asanteman walk say, Senya Santina, one Bosuke nano, walk where day your bed and Kofono Crassi, Union Munyam, or no Tia say, now we end this in a photo.
We had to go to the IMF, but you don't just walk into the IMF like that. And we needed to do that fast. And so even though we had written to the IMF, they were taking their time to set up a mission and all that, and come and do a pre-assessment and all that. Meanwhile, we needed this to happen fast, you know, so that the economy could start to come out of the hole in which it was. And so I discussed it with Tutum. For one of the times I went to Kumasi, and I discussed with him, and I said, look, we decided to go to the IMF, but the IMF are dragging their feet, and it's taking too long for them to make a decision. But I know you have contacts, you know, with some of these leaders of international finance institutions. So I want you to, you know, get involved and see how you can get us into a program. So he quickly agreed, and I agreed with him.
Whatever, Ebianio, on some Mahama Kasana, Ahumbrasiemu, Nyansem, or see, I know so 2 4 say to Asanteman or contest with these international bodies. How can or no Ghana no crab call IMF? Akopebusian with that the assistance of the Asanteman. Sure. And they are Hamia, women as a 1 year, or back a from much to the sense, and I'm saying, you know, yet it means I mean, Fino. Share Papa, it means heart and I say, Na and Kodabia, I didn't pay in a cahubi. Na woman and NDC, NDC phone will supply or mobile information. Woman ya quiet dear Santifoni Sabi, menshia for them. Nanso President Mahama, and I'm saying, I'm now here 1 county. Not one dear will feel good, say, or coin a mancha and a bit in him. Dear ne Yanon. Also walk on while more he be a being. Or he be any Ghana or contact, was this Santin or war contact with these international communities. Adiantia, your reputation. If you say, or Santeman, what didn't Huni, what dear Santini. And so NDC, it's Mission Kodayeti. Nam 98 highway is so a cansome time. Editor Santifo, and it means here. If you say, I me, or just Mahama Walker, sortie. Almost as some Walker say, obey that IMF so or pebble senior without the assistance of Asanteman. President Mahama, you'll be uncarried, the friend instantly be no. Beyond cashing chilo, and could they as a bar now would the police force are a protective woman? No more dear Santa Forte may be so many so. Now we are what's hard not to be cast some winning dementia to me at the Boagana. Now yet the young country yen, and none of the biddy yaw say ya, a yawn DBD, what the among cosso, Obinka Sepudo, sharing the bidin.
We had to go to the IMF, but you don't just walk into the IMF like that. And we needed to do that fast. And so even though we had written to the IMF, they were taking their time to set up a mission and all that, and come and do a pre-assessment and all that. Meanwhile, we needed this to happen fast, you know, so that the economy could start to come out of the hole in which it was. And so I discussed it with Tutum. One of the times I went to Kumasi and I discussed with him and I said, look, we decided to go to the IMF, but the IMF are dragging their feet and it's taking too long for them to make a decision. But I know you have contacts, you know, with some of these leaders of international finance institutions. So I want you to, you know, get involved and see how you can get us into a program. So he quickly agreed. And I agreed with him. He said he would go and talk to Jim Wolfenson, who was his very good friend and former managing director of the World Bank. So he called Wolfenson, he got an appointment and everything. So we facilitated it. He came to Accra and he flew to Geneva or somewhere where Wolfenson was. He went and met him. And he went with Wolfenson to US and went to the IMF office and met Lagarde, who was the head of IMF at the time. And she went and talked to him and said, look, my country wants to get into a program. Your people are taking too long. You know, these are the issues. Of course, we had briefed him what the issues were. And so Lagarde, you know, said, oh, okay, we'll deal with it. And so she called the mission chief for Ghana and all that and gave them instructions. And then we noticed that things started moving quicker. And then eventually we signed off on the IMF program.
Since 1999, when Otumfuo Asiedu II was installed as the 16th occupant of the gold stool, he has worked with and supported the various central governments in the country to promote the various national development agenda, starting with the John Ejekumu Kufuor administration to the current administration of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. These include the HIPIC initiative.
If Otumfuo had not been there in Washington at that time to influence his friends to work on IMF, I don't know what would have become of Ghana's budget. And the people may not know. But for that HIPIC success, I tell you, perhaps the economy of Ghana today might not be the same. We wouldn't have made the headway. We moved from, if you would remember, the lows of something like 300, 400 US dollars per capita, 2001, 2002, and thereabouts. By 2006, Ghana hit per capita GDP of $1,300. That was what moved Ghana from the doldrums to middle income.
Mpani se ye ka se na se waso bibi wo mu a wo de da ada obeda no e be firi waso e be gumpa no so no wafa so wo se ni nyina achi Mahama yi timi tena se na emobo nse enkwahwe akwafo ti bo nkosofo je dwentwefo timi asesa sante eni manhia si ho ehoro sante seti agenda ni asenya minister no ono so supporto na wohene we up to today wohene we timi di agenda Dormaahene timi di agenda because of say Mahama wadam for no ninti no tia ha
say no the ordinary no chanem no monkoso frigina no makunipa amama kodam amadoma ko apelo ya amana
eti ye de ni asem bia aka de wo say won de obon ho mpem na won de obeka say ti asantefo yanya wo hwe no ekwan na wanim akobe so say mesu kusa minkaso wu afameko eti yemfa nya adesua de NDC fo ne atamfo no we muntie na wo amu akua wo de atwemu ye de wontimi no wo so no nye peda so wo ti ase a wo benyina che amu akua ntimi no wo so no ntimi ma ye peda opa di pusama de wo ti ana abete ye wo no ukrom wo hene bia wonim no a wo de wo se wo time de ma asante no wo de opa ye de obeye ube de obewia ube tawo wia obewia so bunkotodwe ontimi nsore ene wo so no meye kase ma ne nya peda ene ne yenti wiase now yentie yenua ba wo ye lawyer wo se Mahama ye de adea oba we ye lawyer wo ye chese kramuni lawyer ni bi wo se Mahama ye threat to our democracy tia
okay sir show you Messi former president John Dramani Mahama is a threat to Ghana's democracy.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean to me, cancer? Now, almost almost democracy and governance lecture. Oko hono si President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo undermining all the institutions of states, specifically undermining audit service. Now some papa yi kan and that in na so bia. And I notice my observer who say the former president does not have principles. And I will give you evidence to that effect. Let me take the Electoral Commission. In 2016, former President Mahama or say an electoral commissioner ain't me win the election in my any political party. Na yenja easy for no monyo majuma. Na politicians here hard drain. Or say electoral commission is an institution. Or more systems in place. It is not possible for them to rig an election for any political party. Me pacho hini dear Nansisa. Electoral commission we chair ni free wa. District directors, regional directors, officers, IT directors, obia oho. The same systems now oja in 2016 and once our systems now the work to date as we speak. And so wadane no ho say electoral commission on trustee or more NDC for trustee. Nancy I know most of forensic audit. I pack 4 members in the breaker say na mo kra the evidence na mo dia buy yes substantial someone who be bia and untianya forensic audit. Almost say hey NDC organizing nationwide demonstration. And every regional capital will mobilize or microphone in our mobile giant. So I'm demonstrating against the Electoral Commission. Now, and next campaign say, transparency, it is the antidote to every misinformation in this country.
And some be saying, NDC for Yakaka Omano Moja say, NDC any political reputation. In fact, party near phone, party tantai, Ombi Bia Bukata, and Nutra Chinchinama, Ombeso Kwabiaso, Chief Justice, women if you because omunim se kwa bi o mefa so di bebu o man emwa na nya de o mbeso cd but eso mfa kwa bia so se eso o mo bukata no mo de ko na I'll show you a video be on na before that no me kire wade on say ndisi ba power soldier fo mpanimfo o mo de ayia no nyina no oyi o mo nyina dodo na ya kanfo ene oyi o mo nyina di ono bo fodwo e ba be chechirem tie ni soldier for ni penny for the security bambo ni nyina no oyi omu nyina dodo na ya kanfo no oyi omu nyina first one tim no mu nya adwuma Mahama de oye no yang mo nka ya e kine bi ni nipa beka se yanka ti ase ni yanto aso
military no they operate a command system and the 2-star 3-star 4-star general and to me me salute or be under the command of a 1-star general. Now President Mahama baya or say chief of defense staff on to win in adwuma, Chief of Army Staff on to win in Yajuma, Chief of Staff on to win in Yajuma, Chief of Naval Staff on to win in Yajuma, Chief of Air Staff on to win in Yajuma, Commandant did that various commands Anunyi na Kofiana International Peacekeeping Center, Gavsi, everywhere, and even 1 year, Minoka say UN appointed generals, major generals were more commanded troops in many different countries, because military attaches and Manoneni I didn't know put together about 15 generals. One more major general 2-star and lieutenant general 3-star and above no. Also on to win bia and yajuma on trustee or mumu bia say.
I know you're one.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. And Tino, they are between yajuma a brigadier general.
On no 1-star.
A 1-star. And I want one appointed no.
As chief of defense.
As chief of defense staff.
In the seniors
automatically terminated. And that is how the military works.
Means?
That's how military works. And you know, in any country, when you are a lower rank as the chief of defense staff, automatically the senior ranks are one nimunina. Is
it a choice?
It is by their protocol.
Even if I choose Kofi, I don't mind. Me junior be commander, I don't mind.
You have no choice. You have no choice to say, sir. Oh, and this will be a university vice chancellor.
Yes.
And like I say, where we will serve 2 terms as vice chancellor, you know, as a professor, no.
Yes.
Term now you are going to teach in a faculty. Now, before Fraba vice president in that university, in the military, it doesn't work like that.
In all the seniors who are about 15, no,
they are all condemned, dismissed, terminated prematurely. Now, the dangers are a woman. it is and me no can say oko various barracks omu suan kasa morale is down
because asema all can we no you say open secret the thing is say soldier for need me ma bonten because at least mistake na be no o je be yiwadi eti they say no be soon others all be retired by force on say strategy na why no on can hwe about opposition we young junior rank on you one abeja adwuma no the NDC NCC no asemo ye shake up na aba ne de affect you your hierarchy no they are shaking or call retirement or koye day because the time on sewing but won't mean transfer so and mon ko salute the junior rank on ye because so dem no e by credence so that say why adwuma no de aduru ho de Mahama I shall say ye no na Ghana we are fortunate so Ghana is very fortunate ni nyina no say Mahama person trigger soldier for no no be bibi no declare state of emergency. Now what Aben who supreme leader? I'm telling you, more people don't know. Mahama, you see, or Shani may be as a beya, or bet Danny Democrats and why you reset. I'm telling you, know what? Why you're minded to say the Burkina for why you be? And then Mahama Pessoye, Burkina Nigeria, or did a mo soldier for Aquawi, Bavrolate. On status go what's a Bavrolate here 64 battalion new rolling soldier and opposition in war Benin Niger Mali also more my silent coup at done democracy in any I say I am normal but I know my ishiki at the time bomb on sanity Mahama person trigger Ghana military no now o problem now what Nkofo no Dormaahene they take over. Now, Oma Yini say President Mahama no crown, Omo protect one supreme leader. Now you are going to reset the constitution, everything. Constitution they are turning chain. Omo position all the military. Me chiro security be, me chiro video be say asma make in TNA and asma message bi o connect network ni ye. Muntaka Muhammad akoye statement bi on. Enye kwa me smell I smell something. Muntaka say so police for all regional commanders. What Galamsey site, don't want to know muddy. See the American, don't want to know muddy. I am telling you, a strategy. A strategy. Now, President Mahama person trigger military no. Now when they strike or back up, now we'll take over to become a supreme leader. Reset na yeka, enya reset papa biyawo. Enya reset papa. Me see democracy, one person refining but in a different style, a showdown. See the American. It won't person position. Most sorry, demonstrate gidigidi. One position police for they will make clamp them down. Sad demos obey gidigidi. I want tiasi because they have the men on grounds. Opa transfer for the agro here. What they transfer work out. Muntaka statement will make it. And you Galamsey tia. And you work out. You are planning something serious. And may cast some way. May continue the same way to the day. Any penny better hole. A day any penny better hole. Because how much more say? Uti as my NPP can a soldier for their crime. Now a junior rank ako ebes ebe room woman tiasie. Omon tiasie. Enti said ye see Burkina no omoye I'm friend palace school no omoye palace school with no a bloodless no. Now when the position there omon crop for the military no untimi nyahwe. The only help are resigning. Reset and you reset papa biawo. Now, 2012, 2022, President Mahama, intention to change this Chief Justice, it was intentional, so we change Chief Justice now. 2022, no offers again. A more Bianca said, and then President Mahama, and I just over so Chief Justice. Maybe I'm 2022, Shade, nature what they 2022 now, President Mahama said, Obesisa Chief Justice for resetting agenda. I'm showing you some evidence. I video may repeat it because the network in T Mahama. Tino.
Get any justice from the system. There's therefore the urgent need for the Ghanaian judiciary to work to win the trust and confidence of the citizenry and erase the widely held perception of hostility and political bias in legal proceedings at the highest courts of the land. Unfortunately, we have no hope that the current leadership of our judiciary can lead such a process of change. We can only hope that a new Chief Justice will lead a process to repair the broken image that our judiciary has acquired over the last few years.
Right. Eti metro sa reset strategy no. So President Mahama intentions was a soldier form penny for the top hierarchy no. A plan, a reset agenda. Now, Chief Justice 2022 no can say we will get a new Chief Justice, a new to come and reform the judicial service. A plan. So me man kofo entreto. Soldier for no omubesu o say omu subat. Utimi nya ho hwe. Opa jadwuma neko. Opa janeko. Ti asem we bi osusu.
Military no, they operate a command system. And the 2-star, 3-star, 4-star general, and to me, Mesalutu, or be under the command of a 1-star general. Now, President Mahama Baya, or say, Chief of Defense Staff, on to win in Yajuma, Chief of Army Staff, on to win in Yajuma, Chief of Staff, on to win in Yajuma, Chief of Naval Staff, on to win in Yajuma, Chief of Air Staff, on to win in Yajuma, Commandant. Did that various commands Anunyina Kufiana International Peacekeeping Center, Gavsi, everywhere, and even 1 year, Minoka say UN appointed generals, major generals were more commanding troops in many different countries. Because military attaches and Manoneni I didn't know put together about 15 generals. One more major general 2-star and lieutenant general 3-star and above no. Also on to win Bia and Yajuma. On trustee omumu bia say
I know you are
that's what it is. Okay. And no they are between na adwuma a brigadier general
ono ye 1-star
1-star and one appointed no
as chief of defense
staff
in the seniors
automatically terminated. And that is how the military works.
Means?
That's how military works. And you know, in any country when you a lower rank as the chief of defense staff, no, automatically the senior ranks one nimunyina. Obi akofi.
Is it a choice?
It is by their protocol.
Even if I choose to I don't mind. Me junior be command me cry. I don't mind.
You have no choice. You have no choice to say, oh, and this is be a university vice chancellor. Yes. And like I say, when we serve 2 terms as vice chancellor, you know, as a professor, no.
Yes.
Term now you are going to teach in a faculty. Not before Fraba vice president in that university. In the military, it doesn't work like that.
And all the seniors who are about 15, no,
they are all condemned, dismissed, terminated prematurely. Now the dangers are a woman. It is and Minoka say oko various barracks morale is down. Morale is dampened, and I'm telling you, they are sad. Morale is down. One, because what you have introduced political colors into the Ghana Armed Forces by this introduction. 15 of them. Sabi. How incompetent are they? How disloyal are they? They are no munye ya. Say move 4, 5 bimpo and antwini omunya juma. And you know 15 na kenyina anso. Bone ben no why so pamu omunyina eko. Now, even among the brigadier generals in the crown, the concerns that there are about over 25 brigadier generals are. One more raising concerns, even the crop of brigadier generals are President Mahama apa womo heads in the crown. A binumpo womo 4 years junior within the brigadier general rank. What has happened is dangerous, and you know, and some in between canin in our. And then, but let's look at the critical implications.
Right, eti shade asema honorable member yi ken soldier for ye da hai we no 3-star general, the only 3-star general and you now ye yinwadi e the 1-star general aba brigadier 1-star Jose Green no mo enipa ne omo ye funny enti enyakwa me am tell you enyakwa Mahama was our plan
kone say sa generals ya wapamu wo mu it signals politically motivated action and now say a bibia babetwashe morale and no cross it cost the nation a lot of money. Let me prove to you. the one facet of financial loss a buying and they say about 15 generals akesi ya wampeni Mahamas won't do new bianya jumantino omunkofi. Some of them no be by rank and age they have about 4 to 6 years more to serve in the army, in the Ghana Armed Forces. And so what pamwom and to know all corner say a buying a pager a tamsika puduo a calculate almost severance pay a 15 of them and yet back one am you know and no actually no. The other cost the woman said, say be away pilot, vice marshal, na commodore, na BB, Nasisabri, account all the investment are buying and their training costs quite a bit. Yeah, dear Wumu a training wa a certain number of flying hours experience. I went yanning in ano and kaka best 6 years. What they best sum or minor and yes, our training is on fast one. I said a other generals or your security aspect and maybe a border, litigations, or artillery, or how to weapon handling, various critical skills training. Yeah, they woman, yeah, ball, a taxpayers' money, yeah, they ball, unka, and nunti ama, your military, no, a pager, and you young abemwa, you and full in respect here every time you are appointed Ghana general, a quiet. Penny pa a command won't troops no sa and skills nina or they babe impact and mentor lower ranks for nina no I said and to say no a financial loss and now to be able to meet up with the skills gap creative
we have to make new investments.
I was a fan yes uncle pesika fofro I've done the initial estimation minia sa sikana ye babe shre on severance pay and the Debabe training near Dinano. Senkaye tam Lankiama a military force and Monje Franco see accommodation and the men and women in uniform one. And ka to me and Sikurano by 200 accommodation units there. And Quebec to me Siama and no can motivate you mana. But yeah, Quaco says because of somebody's egoistic decision, said I am mean to many way near you may reset it. You see, we must be minded, sir, about the security and you're on your politics.
Ghana near will say the American one Tiasiano, let us all live to see. What yes, I hope women or General say a norma, a dear reset ya. Oma uko sirimu enipa ne mu ana num si wo ho kire wo mu bebre ni man koyi ayana asantefo asante radio for kunu so jack uko sirim ba bi enipa ne bre e dey resetting enipa ni basic amenities what was e dey reset hwan e supreme leader intentions supreme leader political ideology yenko suya Burkina Faso we Burkina Faso nko obi ane ni din oh Mummy and Ghana and she be a walk no NPP for grow minor do level B. Mummy and what countries in Bianca crowd you because I say Ghana cross a opposition view. Ye Kaye Tony maybe a key copa. A supreme leader no I reset to be under the economic benefit to be ever. I am telling you. Reset no and for economic benefit to be a ma period. Reset for economic benefit ma. A just supreme leader seminar to me. Power. So we may draw attention and name network in your home. You better with all the generals needing natural need a general ya modern abano. Now you heard the position. Now you heard the intent. So we a boko ha. Muntaka make his statement me and run. I may cherema dibi. Was see all the regional police command the no war hono divisional ye woman tia yen to us on ba.
You are preparing Mura. Our high mouth. Now they didn't ask for and they also mention there is no really there. So say we are starting everything. There's one cancer in this statement. The year you say Mrs. Sasa police be ya will walk and say they are piano. My mom said you mean now you have to and you will be a district commander, divisional commander, regional commander, walk and say they yeah, they say well who come home, make us
Pato TNE pa. Now, statement no why making a broad. A channel say all regional command because Ghana it seems say all the 16 regions baby you to Galamsey. See, you're smart of politics. Mummy, you're smart in politics. See, the whole region now can be to Galamsey. It will be almost to say, Omuni command a good forward they do on tank for 42 NPP for an unbear resistance. Now they are using a Galamsey strategy to change all the commanders. Kafra, you see, Muntaka is a very sharp man. Where sharp. On say, Omunya started beyond only a year because there's a lot of police for unbear resistance because they know the deal. Now you use Galamsey was a come who once or region, Yaya Galamsey, Obeko, Ashanti region, Jenny. Baby, regional commander Biano Pompo, Yanakasa, Eastern Regional Commander Obeko, Untimin Kashi because there's a Galamsey in the area. Upper East, Omono Nyaki Obeko, Bono East, Obeko, because once Ghana, almost 16 regions, baby, to Galamsey. How we are sharp, and I made sure say. They are preparing something. NDC prepare grounds for something. To say soldier for a friend ground invasion. Omo working out. They play with the gallery of the minds of the people. Ghana for no they don't care. Most even so-called security analysts for whatever, they have no idea. They don't know what time it is. But Mr. Mahama, President Mahama, they are working on something. And the things that they are doing, will tell you now or fix the security. So the Interior Minister because on phone one didn't know that. But I'm telling you, say, I am a student of politics and I understand the game and I'm learning the game. I'm saying, say, regional minister be a regional commander, no, baby, you took I'm saying it will be called. Ultimate was what was it ultimate so comes on can catch IDP say on will be aso. That's it. Period. So the resetting on this resetting ideology, I'm telling you. TNB.
Police, Mahama said, you now I have and to be a district commander, divisional commander, regional commander, work and say, yeah, say, well, who come home, make us a woman. They say, what's now watching? With the new because what's now going to be fighting and say, and to the new they are for example, and they are the castle police runner. I'm going to go on. Yamun Sakaya was the video with you. The biggest says, I say, the bigger results. Because the Muslim is a one of the almost say you wouldn't be a quiet. One said you, you know, be you did side with the national as a home woman. Omun and or with the country. If they do some, let's say, if you be the foul, so say, you see, it's unfair. So, I know who said, because I said, I am not a war. Or say, well, this thing I said, we as a person. Or so, on the back, that's what I said, as a person. They can say, India, no, we are Western region. Obia can say that it's not the necessary because yes, sometimes they can say, oh, we get, man, I do the report, yeah, man, war. Actually, Akabonga, Saki, Akabonga, Soleba. I now say, man, I do.
Now, the funny thing is, you see, give the dog a bad name so that you can hang it. ASR. So they are planning. Now, police for also ubeko. ASR. A set agenda no one also. Because you because some Kasabian fans some galam say they have big issue. On say, what the opposite of one. At the end, won't stop licenses. No. What do you say? Ose komba kesa licenses me and stop no. See you to gold beer, but me no case no me betra will say and to gold mine board. I need China gold mine. I then no stop gold to no. Near say, be my bed be come money and ready. Omo poa. What do you Ghana for being yet and smart. Sanity. It's in our role in your pine a year and you have time. And then ye at media so now ye also first net GBC. Untere. It in penny for easy to sell better that woman. And then you have access of different media. Me say, I don't know stop it galam say no. na omunya alliances na omode ma no you say okay Ghana nyina ye declare state of emergency will be and to code. Now we want to make sure say why the woman of Bono near Bema. Oko police near the police normal alliances. Yan koda omboa. Wako te China gold mining whatever. Edi Ibrahim Mahama mo agangeno. Omfisi ye Jimmy, omni ye nimi nyansa. Emura bu hono. Why e she hono? Okay, te say no. Yes, ya stop Ghana yin to go to grab you. So ukuta legitimate lines so ukuta ya stop no e o man you bet me declare state of emergency say you no cry no what imagine dia bro these guys are playing with the gallery of the minds of the people, the fevered minded. What you say mama see one question president mama say declare state of emergency if say gallant 7 minutes and here trouble to Ghana declare ni enhwe ukoyi police commander the police commander won what on my licenses. Stop, tell that to the dogs. No can't mind. A NDC for soldiers near Bimia Bogos, no 1 minute, and bet me I can't watch on me. Police commander now who go in and one what concession. Mommy, I mean, NPP for me, Tiamuti, me say 2028 no. Send ye ni bear tin and mobile microphone, pressure bebo moswa. On bet me execute one project and on person, on bear execute. What do you want to say? We say, no more eating, we eating, and my memory in a bed and ma. And sanity. We see afar, we smell it. Anybody here in your home, we read issues and we read meanings to nipa steps. I will take it. What you say? And to the translated 2028 in a translation, on Boga. Say, okay, send this to respect the constitution. We are funny. We are funny cry. Your mom won't pay a crack. Or your deliverance crack to us. Dissolve!
God have mercy upon us.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
I don't want peace. I want dissolve.
God have mercy upon us.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
I don't want peace. I want. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, NDC, yeah. That's NDC for you. NDC is a
pressure increase or decrease. Yeah? Come again.
Increases. I think.
Yeah?
Increases.
Now, young queering. On say, Nanwa cocaine matane buy no. Enkofoi who say, honorable member the pressure to a minor so. On say quickly, babies with sharp teeth, quachifosu. Wabetana say the camera sitting. Momusana say, the vice president, grandma, or your mining in have asset. Say, how far? Mumusa kwachifusu. Mumusa se grandma way. I didn't know basi no muntime report e. Abani make chere say vice president the situation say the omuni I didn't hear. But on say yedi cocaine issue bomb many kakra bi no. On so maba na we bit me etie kwachifusu asmo kanyansa bi anim. And some obeki kan nyina no we dey hwe ebe link to Congo Rwanda so obebusa say e dia nko na play me no nyina na timi ko Rwanda ne Congo na abesi Ghana oba be chechiri mu yeah I mean tibo nkosofo no I mean we wa woni nyansa we nti wasemo kanyansa nim it doesn't make sense and make sense and you tricky asem mo too fishy enti fa kwacho fo so say Mahama say o meyi honorable Fodua no say play ne mienu na besi Ghana na enye cocaine na wo ho na emum omuko baabi e na play ne say ye e na omde ba Ghana ne mienu nyina so Rwanda Congo tiase tia
but he has been ratcheted up and they've taken it a notch higher. This time Reverend Intim Fodua, who also doubles as the Member of Parliament for the good people of Asin South, has made very wild claims to the effect that 2 aircrafts which passed through Ghana for various reasons were carrying drugs, and that was the reason why they were here. He also alleged that they were involved in money laundering, and therefore he was calling for investigations. As you may be aware, President Mahama gave him the opportunity to present any evidence or any basis he has for making that claim to the security services, so that together we could look into the matter to ascertain whether there was any truth in it. I can report to you that because he knew he was peddling total falsehoods and lies, he now claims, after being invited to assist with investigations, that he was speaking on behalf of.
But Obwa, the kwachifu su kan enya no kre because MP say up to date obi am frɛ no the toso biu on kasa mo me frɛ no was one as a citizen, as a member of parliament, as a chairman of the defense and security, or say or some question say aban eti mo ya aware say a play me no bia be si Ghana wono susu say wo de nubone na aba Ghana wo bi some question wo na wo be frɛ no mo na mo me ya no mo na wo man ne ye mo dia mo na mo ye in charge of the country. You are the owners and manage the affairs of the country. So kwachi for super office work as NDC for bogus. As more can you bogus or Obi antimi nkofre no security service na president mama ye sharp be na ye diversional tactics enya no kore. The question is say mu meyi anu na mu nchire play ne buy sampa say mukuta national security ene na mu nchire oboa de woka nyina no we first ye shoot da anya no kore oboa yentu aso.
The committee that he was part of, and that the views he expressed were not his personal views. So because of that, he says he's unable to cooperate with the security agencies. I say that he was peddling falsehood because the facts as they exist vary completely from the claims that he made. When he made that claim, he was only seeking to peddle falsehood in a bid to undermine the confidence that the people of Ghana have in this government. The truth is that 2 aircrafts with completely different purposes arrived in Ghana, and their arrival was perfectly legitimate, and they were here for very genuine reasons. The first one is an Antonov flight 12BK with registration number CVK 7037. Now this flight essentially is a cargo plane which arrived on the 12th of March 2025. Now no plane arrives in Ghana without a landing permit. So this plane secured a landing permit with number GAF/TMAO/25/7863. Now the purpose for arriving in Ghana was what we call a technical stop. Essentially, this is a cargo flight that was destined for the European Union market. And European Union regulations dictate that some specific regulatory requirements be met before any plane of that sort can enter the EU. Now this plane originated from Luanda in Angola. It was loaded with oil drill equipment and lubricant oil, which were
Pacho muntie ni ye nyam kwasiafo sa me pacho muntie ni pa me si video chene be sasu ye nyam kwasiafo plane free Rwanda ne Angola no wo mo kofa de no mo de ko hen efa ye ho bayi wo mo de ko ye de no mo kofa gu plane mu oil no mo kofa no wo mo kofa free ho an wo mo tuya sika say hwan de ya eye wo ne na do kofa Germany America, they will make sure say where is the source of them ne na eba no wo de ko ye dey we no office ye dwon fo ho we NDC fo adwen NDC fo ne ye dwon fo ntisa na ya wo fo mo yeah
contained in jerrycans. It was headed for the EU market. Now, Luanda does not have the certification to carry out the sort of requirements that this plane had to meet before entering the EU market. Now, the specific requirement is a scanning and screening RA3 procedure, which is a requirement to enter the European Union. Rwanda doesn't have it. The Swiss cargo facility at the Kodoka International Airport has that certification, and they can do that kind of scanning.
Okay, nyansemu yanso yebusa nyansa say ansana sa Antonio plane betu afri de continue onim say oni sa right so betimi akọ fast our in free Rwanda ne Gabon no dia besia akoton akonya ni sika mukase ye nkwase force ahun. It's not true. Shame on to you in say hu kwa na keka no, because the fact is say plane ansana obetu onim wiase nyina airport to be any wiase be rules. So they can't tell me say no new rules na ansana obetu e dia akọ oya obe mom ya nwe hon. At what point Ghana for na adwene nim so say at what point eno mutimi ehun say play we ba Ghana ye be kan yan ansana omuhu ya na say omukuta play no betu afri ni krom e dia akọ ba bi okọ ansana. They to come out to give us for them matter particular. This is bogus press conference. We are not taking it. In fact, kwatu for sukula kas mobia ni sa Felix we mpoande wo kas nkra menyi ni da because akwa we won kan okoro we ase. Felix kwache nkan okoro one it we no wo kasa Mahama no a problem. I mean rob bitter to people. Nya no kore. Play bia betu afri ni kuro woni ni rules woni ba bia so ofa okutare bibia nti den no ko ba because sa oil na Ghana no wono ba bisi say obeye technical ho mo kase ye nkwase force na egu man.
Whilst here it developed an engine blade fault. Its engine blade was damaged, and then it was also detected that there was severe oil leakage which required immediate attention. For that reason, a replacement aircraft URCEZ with registration number CBK 7007 was brought in to evacuate the cargo. The aircraft that was damaged remained here for 13 days. That is between 12 March and 25th March 2025. After it had been inspected by aviation security officials of the Narcotic Control Commission, officials of National Security and National Intelligence Bureau. No contraband.
Enya no kore we munyina aye for the screens for NDC survivors. Sabe ya NDC for the full soldiers no. Wo mutibo nkoso for ni department je beji we yedi. Obia no wodwena asem woka it doesn't make sense. Enya nyansa sem as a sovereign state. Can't you be to play a dru ba bia woni me dey so ye. Enya wona award wo besi ukuro na wo abetwe statement amano. It's not true. Enya no kore da we munyina na ye adwuma hyehye. Aye mind games. Mo bia ntie wo ye nto aso.
Or unlawful commodities were found on the aircraft. Now, the second aircraft in question is a Hawker 800 XP with registration number N823AM. Now, this aircraft is operated by an organization called AirMed International, which is based in Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States of America. It operates as an air ambulance. Now, Air Medical International flights in Ghana are handled by Tropicana Airlines. Now, this plane landed in Ghana on 20th March from Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, Spain, having gone through Luanda in Angola. Now, it was also here for...
But the same area, Angola, Rwanda. Then the two planes Angola, Rwanda, Angola, Rwanda. Why? Ghana for when we work as such NDC dogs, they will listen to this nonsense. Plane me nyina one go to obia to plane no kwa omokoye de Angola ne Rwanda omokoye de medical play we no okope de Rwanda okope de we sa medical play we okope de Rwanda we okope de mum ye hu ade kura play we koye eye de no free Rwanda no kwa Angola owie no ba Ghana ade oba no na Ghana can listen one ye pese hu na itinerary no de na mo ne wiade mom publish the itinerary of this airmed we. I mean, say this to the dogs, NDC dogs, they can listen to this nonsense. They can listen to this bogus statement. Ghana for Musa Kwachu for say, play with your person, publish play no, na itinerary, and yes, we jokers. And then the same, these two countries, Rwanda, Angola. We know what is going on in these two countries also. And yet then we no free ho. No, or buy no Ghana and ABC. eje kuro pa mo dia kwose nipa bonfo nsa wo cash.
Med International, which is based in Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States of America. It operates as an air ambulance. Now, Air Medical International flights in Ghana are handled by Tropicana Airlines. Now, this plane landed in Ghana on 20th March from Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, Spain, having gone through Luanda in Angola. Now, it was also here for a technical stop, which is refueling and crew rest, which is perfectly legitimate activity. It was cleared to land in Ghana with clearance number GAF TWXR 252604 OFAA 0297/25. Now, whilst it was landing in Ghana, it developed a tire burst and some difficulty.
Okay, so this is another funny thing. Say play me no nyina e Angola from capital hono sa bronze ma thank you for correction kra. Luanda no omienu nyina free Luanda no eno nyina anya problem Ghana no mo bae. Play me no nyina anya problem. Na me so me yetimi tena play mu 13 hours na two from America na ko Ghana. 13 hours na team e bi 9 hours na team it play no be your service bibia wo. To mo nim say play we be du e be kwa koduru. It from Angola keke. No no to no anya problem no obesi Ghana. Enkofo ye funny. It we Ghana for we mu betia na we. Enya nwa president mama na president.
With its landing gear, and therefore needed to remain here to be serviced. So another aircraft with registration number N864 arrived on 22nd March with ties and flight engineers from Luanda to replace the damaged ties of the aircraft. Now, once this was fixed, it departed the Kotoka International Airport on 25th March. The aircraft was once again inspected by officials of aviation security, officials of national security.
Now, say to national security, airport official, Ghana for do you trust and go for him? Or buy or maybe you will be able to we will trust them. Almost they're all protecting their job, so there's no way you won't do what the master says. Mobile Richard come to Bogra Airport, you be on any peg airport, you know, be a bonnet mobile. So at the end, I say, yes, a can the airport also want to say, okay, it will be a weird airport, will be a bonnet mobile, almost through NDC, almost through one. I'm telling you, so, when go Nano, Omunaya Lem, or be a team carry. It you don't pay for the screens, or would video keke, and Gusiaka, where Yaza. Maybe I'm better video be much or Sanko for what other Ghana for.
Officials of the National Intelligence Bureau and NACOC, who made sure that it did not contain any unlawful substances, as alleged by Reverend Intim Fojo. So, in a nutshell, the claims of Intim Fojo are false. To provide any shred of evidence to back his claim. I urge you to be wary of a desperate NPP that believes that the best way to claw its way out of the humiliating defeat they suffered in December 2024 is to peddle these falsehoods under the guise of performing legislative oversight. Whilst we welcome legislative oversight and scrutiny and criticism of any...
Enyano kore krachi jamia mine wobwa. Wobwa MP no nimpa say MP no was all right no that prerogative say or no as a defense obetimi atwere de apa. Enyano kore wobwa asam na waka na me ya no now. Enra on Asempa radio. Kwachi ya was a president akura nya interest say be investigation bia. Asempa was wo mkro Mahama no kura omunya interest bia isi bukata no a tia say.
And from the share video really, then this whole investigation is process and necessary.
It is just so that an example is made of him, so that people will refrain from that kind of behavior. Otherwise, it can weigh and also.
But Omote, just say, Oma rubbish assembly straight away. When you supreme leader matters, don't tower, don't more fire, don't be alpha. 80 one said, Mahama no obey na quickly. All the security agencies, Mumbre supreme leader. No, they say, or no, Bosukina, or Ganga, Munko no normal, Munkochi, Munkana Nuntum, Munyawi, supreme leader, yes, I didn't know, way supreme leader, some Namino, when you democratic leader. Mahama, when you democratic leader. And you don't know what me for on Facebook, no, actually, soldier for police for Munina Munko investigation, Sabayamu, MP, no, FADA, and one communication officer at TT with the TBU.
Everything I work and from the share video, really, then this whole investigation is process and necessary.
It is just so that an example is made of him, so that people will refrain from that kind of behavior. Otherwise, in a way,
but somebody, the way the NDC for taxes no. We want to bring money so. Because one say, one say game night do not know anything. A corona no anything. Never no play no sat dana play the bedu year to 25th for no. Dan no mudum kotoka no mudum light. I no video no. One mudum light. We are the airport or here. Eti NDC for no odwene ho a wonte ase say wa bia no de kana fa adwene di agro eti wo munim say eye de ya wo munya problem because NPP for no especially papa we mom tough or mom tough time honorable member yi wa shase ye bojagu o so eti ka Mahama fees wo the police for ni ko hunu na no say supreme leader na yes ade no wonya civilize Mahama nya civilize eti wo the soldier for ko hunu na police way DNI for Monko it was NDC for dogs no and you see the police are calling him to come and answer some way funny now some democratic systems I say oma bonti it was so more supreme leader no NPP for no munya vigilant mama nya bogasem NDC for to say jata e come there no ye no won deal with this boko sem no esem di nyansa na mo de bubu o mapre mo ye tasika so o mo tam so o mbekọ de ajak munyina motowa no supreme leader tatis na e operate no munya mfili hit ni ntia now ye ntia se ne nto aso
mako edumienu bi na containers no ewo warehouse bi mu eno Asanteman eno ewo Enkrahase na containers no mo chese eye gold buys ibi sikakoko ibi ene na kese pa afa dollars and Ghana cities. Nina no sa a fake. Gold bars in our Nina a fake. Ghana sika dollars Nina a fake. And ya pack here good containers makumaku edumi no na national security say omako hu ewo warehouse no ewo Asanteman. The no openia ono na director of operation Edema national security. No for Richard Jakpa and center for nyina eko Asanteman. Containers
now me see bako say 15 year chiri na wasisa fake gold and fake dollars e agum na ya shepo na be duru Ghana hey kuruhi ya funny yo NDC ya bebro NDC ko aba power I mean comedy just a drama political drama say obitimi pack containers we nko ano best 50 na de ya gold ni fake gold ni fake monti say fake that's terrible man that's terrible in politics that's terrible in politics wow
na hunu nko containers nyina na bi mu kase ebi mu na mo kase national security for them start containers no so okokra ewo maso ye nti omo na nim de omo containers no enei Director of Operations, National Security, Richard Jakpa, and the Center for Kwemu Bia Kukumbi, said a neat national security for us here, name a warehouse bimu, a was Asanteman. No much say, Openidia friend Alaji, a so no, and a warehouse in Yanidia. Inti Menoka say, Bambo 4 at your Moguma, Alaji, no one a chief crying na Omachin na Emra, and no Eddie. Name national security that to just say, baby, containers you know, 24 hours no. Wamu ebo ban ho na nyom nko a wam ne asrafo asojafo na ebo ban ewo ho entimi no kasa de containers makomako edumienu a ebe to dwa say gold bars dollars Ghana cedis egumunya gro a ni nyane fake no national security kire say ewo Asanteman a no won kra ha say warehouse bi mu no makohu ba bi e wontinu ni pakwa warehouse nyane dia no wo mu gusu a mo ye ntwemu a pe no so no action obi sika na obi nka njiro
What is funny country? Ghana for you, oh my bad. Hey, na alaji di esenye di o. Yeah, NDC amai. Omu Ghana for say we nkwasi afo. Alaji di esenye di o, alaji. Emprofo we pa, no we concert for sa. NDC aba we pa de Ghana for no mobeti biasoa o. Ekro we, ayete se sabo no. Alaji ni wo se friend alaji. Alaji su na ye alawa ko wonya broken heart. Okay, but from say you for be 5 course on the fancy. Now, you for 5 course, why the fancy? From say yeah. I alaji no why you when you broken heart alaji anya broken heart no what team hala wa kobado eti we no NDC woni be tie sa concert we yes you proud you be 5 course on network no am say nshana nya bad on eti we you pick course kakra na you fancy na odi NDC fu achi a e chena you be reviews asem we yi in fact Bema camp ni ma e koso ho na chena you be drop the new filler and the network no baby am chena na one year proud African. Okay, but your friend is here 02420731 for why? Friend is here na yemfa a few course bi na yentwaso. Na echna the course on supreme leader tactics no. YBP keys na nipa any other ho. First on Rollins tactics say yan wo ye nuanum bia hu. So ye nuanum bia nya la no na Rollins be twa o so. Yemfa call away. Hello. Yeah, this is. Ejabo call there. Yeah.
Yamia da ma bibia boko na de kan no yenu adwempa hene ka se ebusha for mo sedi to da when be se krom yesi ni pe wu enka no ho kira se bone ba me kakra to da ya na me pese ni pe bia ho se obi a o konfa so na dwen ya na se yeni pe ni bi de yema ani me bi ko itiri mu toto we ni na kire sa blabu ye bo yo pani ya ko ba bia o ti se wo twe camless wani na wudi pani bia tama kuno se edebe ba na woni wiase wonu masem na wakan no say papa say bone no you see awufo mo katrema empro no ni flat yasefo so ti anya hwebe ma wagya ire ne ma wo de be ya bra hosem kwasem kwala afi o ma ba wiase a omunya nyi no bia no baba nka o mo de em say enya de bi ya awufo no ye po dem STD to obi e bi ono ne yire no donc busan fo bia etam pa ko mo se ko poncho mo anya ma che ya yes so wo na se wo aduna for team so that na bia se na bia se na Muntaka say Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 wasi di ka di go no enwa na obeka se bia na wo fi mo ni nya se na wo se nka ka no se mo na mo bi na no e ka kra bia de so ko de be ba ni so ni ho en se ma bia yesu ye kan se kan yi ya obi so bo enwa no bia ka se ha you could see more the person is going to see ya monka ya mara na to so ni mamen ko to ye o kan kan Mahama so kakra na ha na yese yesi atfo bebi o mo mo si edua ananse ade wo no nti kuma enkotena se entonko asia na ye na yese se na ado no mo no ye ni hu ni akotwa ye yibu so ubana ma yiro fiti odo be nyanka yiro afekura aso yiro fikuta sa yina ko yina bedi ni etwa ba na ma ni yiwi makamu sei ko fi we already politics ana na nyina kan ba baby wa do say kan hu but for the first time in the country matters will because Supreme Court judge the committee with the Chief Justice you see bisi yini free wo happy because yeah you go to government no no office no it was secretary of tenor I don't think a bomb will be impartial. And on cases, you will feel cases being maybe of bumping. Yes, sir. One time will be a what cases be a matras. Or counting for some Kokodia Saman, San and a drama at here. It may be a Kamen be or person what is a Kafa Supreme Court woman. Can maybe a Kafutu can come up with some Mahama and say, I'm getting a more for that one. Because if you ask, in an animal baby or move, say, as some mamma, and money dear near. We don't so kind of winning the Faba. Winning the Faba, 17 million, and the research on the Twaba, 17 million, just 6 million in the Twaba amount. That means 11 million do a war. Or man to Abana and I say, or man to amount. It is a wood one and mobile also already. Now, I mean, for soup, question in the year, some kind of president, we played the Muzasa gallon system. When if I was a fool, say, I'll play for fuel. A fool,
and one pool.
The Muja fool, and I said, so good fool, and I said, by seems as a scandal, so now, and 10 to do. Now, question me, Bishop, when you say, I say, the soft fool, for sure, some Yana Military or Buffalo money, South Puna, or Minana Koya, or Puromusaku, and to be a man going to move to your panel can say, opening, maybe a witch and games a weird tea, baby, and you. All of a sudden, we're doing. And Sashi. But only you didn't pay it, but maybe a character. I mean, I really answer the hydrogen cacao. So let me see a video business here where I call your friend say, it's what could occur to see.
Sammy Janfi.
Yes, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, sir. Yes, Reverend in King for say, it was idea behind it. I've moved to a minor mamma, and the so called get on no chin, you bring back. Questions on to the sound of the also for the people, ABSO. The people who get some money security now will be doing Jimia, and now Casta not really is a good number. When you can expose for Squatia about Robert Sexes. But that's all of a sudden, this people not being for the Syria. What do you do when you in another say so more?
Medase, yo, Medase pa, right. And the line munyo until you buy anything na echna you be for kwan bi so na matima position here why I had the reason so Mr. Wa bomode I like video no my na ye for the next caller so I see Proud Africa Medase pa we chiro so na Alex Fenin Dignity Health Care. Is it for to say?
What is your
yes, sir. Is it for now? What to say?
What is your bathroom?
Beton kapa, kasa. Nice one.
You say you're going to tell me.
That's right.
What is your idea? Your mama need for the other for and yet, and me know how crowd.
Are they?
What is about? The reason is that what's a Bible crown? Several who say yes, Christ, you might have told me. Oh, man, I'm going to be. Maybe here, Opia, when you borrow 20 years, Pia, your mama be blue water. In my 2014, 20. How many roll it down? Not none of it. I'm not going to be see. Now, Ben, that it just be you. 9 to 20. That is the fun.
network in your but oh, is our hello, Zedu.
In the first time in history of God, is too strike boom. I'm a Mahama so ye can fool Zusikai. In Funina, and no what it or
Kasa. Yeah, yet you pa Kasa.
Yeah. Medasi. Oh, I said, you know, say, your mama, boy, a campaign. Not me, your day a gun of Bono. No one catch. Now, your mama, the whole panel, so what we're so far, actually. That kind of way, if you have security for you, buy a year, and then I'll go far, brigade, and I'll be you, I'll be paying for your freeway. Sir, security for new recruit for you, and buy I see a monk of Yeni. Something can see and catch it for 2020, more a soldier for police for more security service for making sure that a group of coffee and one never grow. Some way now go so what Diana did to the Ghana for. But Ghana for years for Denia. But here, Sebi, Kakra, see no evil, fear no evil. Yahusi and Hui, Yatisi and tea. China, your mamma will be a mamu at the Ghana for quality tea. Now, what's up? I could not be deep. Now, Crano, through a own cancer, Cramo, have a pay a video. Not Grass Saka Crano. Now, ya at it. Ukujina was a moody ammonia, California, Doconi Macona Mope. What did they get a day? More Santa for Mutim for ya. No more Kenyans as India. I want to for Akbele was it because I can't time Akbele as a dear bay. What he can't say when you are the children of Woody all the time. I am for and nay, Imam for nay, I saw for or catch them was I, Baumia Pacumia deity, and then you Munina a year, just say, would you be at them about full way? Most of them was why I did. Come on, I can't afford, I'm fine. You say, who said there be Papa, you will be put over trouble me to one. You might want any proof for you, baby, and you, my papa. And the class here, a year roof, dear, so good, you will say, young or twapa. Aye, ya belly, and the dear bed, dear bang. And your mamma, Bana said, oh, Tritia, I think, sir, 1 year more. The next time, be mono. In your opportunity, you will say, you see, if you are to come, I said you would in the Kuma Trafian and Tonko. So, breathing.
Yeah.
I tell you, Kevin Taylor. I tell you, would see Timmy Chini Patra, who would dinner, Temuazu, Sabios, or Kevin Taylor, Berman Super with now, baby, and a sober boy. Now, so. Picture out there too. I use screen to see a baby. I can tell an assobo. Rebellion, my Okogan, go to a picture, baby, and a nice. Not can I know ya only Okana was in my anchor. But the enemy Busase. I can do nothing. I back on a small boy about their friends. Their dog was why.
Oh, the concert now, only possible to concert.
I, my friend, Kevin Taylor to me, I'm a cousin. So, yes, I was or Fro or Bonnie, so ye Bema or Macassa, BMW, we cut and say, we Bema Becassa. What you make us have you? And so also Pinamo, and then Mantesia saw a bagana, a soldier for your mamma, dear soldier for security for their bottom by. Be a court contempt that so. Intermediate Ghana for your mamma. Say, or the other for can be as well. On fire and faso na 4 years in there.
Okay.
Okay. Yempo, ACAC.
Medasi.
It's been your own, so what the Adamo would it? What is it? There will be a big Nelson. Near Obeyano, who you are, and only about the idea. Okay.
Medasi. Sedu, Medasipa, Echana Yentuaso. The same time, 3 p.m. Our Ghana time. Program Sunday, 3 p.m. Ghana time. 3 p.m. Ghana time, 3 p.m. Ghana time. Tishana Sumami wa sa pepe. Hello.
Hello.
Eno sa pamane to say.
I
I told Capana, what to say?
Yankopona dumo, minimizenya miadu tizumwe.
Sure. My interior.
Researching Ghana, and no Neduso. And Crofoya, general passes and majors here. Almost Edumaya Asteki. So, all the photo of Cassipan or Modema, President here or this you.
Are you?
Says there, Yendi or Moya say. So I made them feedback, can say. Da omobanye city no da no nyina mo carry a baby na they were thinking say boy and they just a political talk me feel say afraid they have seen it is a reality to them Ghana no yen try say the boni ebeche no sometimes also yen wensuo entwa wo pe me say dokro ntinam one city nti anhwe ya Ghana bridge ye better be sorry one day na bridge aboman Ghana for pesade no dodo and to Nkrumah 1966 24 February all because of said milk and someone can say Ghana milk na mo kan ka mo ka tire me anka me dane akoso milk e ma mo no me just kan na ntimi nche me yam komo tembia no opeduane e to da bi ese se ye chen ye yam kakra e ye hunu ne ye hunu yo se wo bia wo ba ko school who could dress school fees? Sign us from the tier. And one preposition. Say, wait, you might have a bow. Meaning, can say, what being was for you see, and what Ghana. A best for Bina, or for my major padia, and full, all because of being some of the cartel says, you know, or for Spatia, but you know what working. Some saying zombies. After the betting, I just asked them where you are. Nipa no send the mindset. Juma, as some of Futuachi Eke, or betting Diamana. All because all my chance yet in your Bunquinta will say, Ghana for now, do an age me. Do an age me or my gain, Juma, and you but trap a chromadiaso, and to Quelan's stories, Edge Roma, one more bedi. Not your woman so more yet be baby. And you who tell we, I'm more yet. Many because I think I'm a nominee. Efa district assemblies. Munya Brambo, and Mamunko, any who is almost time. And don't pass, nothing up to be any young my. Meanwhile, so no Padam, young Padamina. So what I say. Now, Mimbramusha, Mibremu, NPP in Penifonibi. Then the woman was sharing this of which. And we NPP party mine. And by yes, when you want to send a report. And me beside Mose, oh, Papa, I know my body. Nazamutia, yam, so one day, na, and Crofobie, and one whooping. Amma, Ghana may have been 1979, most more position. The shop on it, because none of us here. Now, so the new year campaign, as him say, all things are working for good. Meanwhile, so you have net yet. So I will, yes, near the bonnet check, bonnet. Yes, yes, near the bonnet. Say, you know, the NPP before bonnet chair. And your Papa, can you see you in your evening? And to what share,
Medase, sanity, Medase pa, eno sapumayo. You've had the next call away. Patramino says, no, all the NPP executives in Ewo Eastern region. Na interesting. Echina yebedi san komoni why? Who video now here? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I make sure with you for your corona doctor.
Nice one. Fabi's also near Queen.
Who you mean, please,
Boko pa, so way. Nice one.
I'm free NDC guy now, free Dormaahene for not doing fine. It is said the hour castle soon as spirit in a day. Mimi you. And some penny for a cato, Mimi Giddy. Just says soon spirit in the air abuse, you know. When you are Megidi, I know way, a did Edimakunu. Salona and Dome Ishra. Young penny for a cat hole. Say Abofra, you put Jack no Nenny. Now, one a war was assassin. Said you asked me a you are the physical world, you are the spiritual world. When you are the pure. Bibi knew how to mark confirm not I want to mean come agency Kajakufi, I'm a Kajakufi at the acid. I'm a Asanteman.
so ugusun sa eye dwuma
ba eno no sa type of to me no ye me gini me nya so say no bi ye de no a de ye na me nya so say sa bi e wo linkage with sa ye petty sunsun sama ye no ana wo dwene ho say
oh that be say petty ne there who say bibia na ye abuse no bibia human being we abuse it said obi timi ko say so jani atare police ni atare so ye so jani no on to say atena no it the same thing said here so jani papa police ni papa etimi ni akonfo ekatim kobo krono eno so ho ala tumi na kasa asase ne nam so no tumi na kasa no ewo ho
at the end of ya my o point na person o the first say to me dey o solve the problem I mean there
yeah and the me person say ya no kasa no ye hwe ni ye
okay
and fa ho ba bia wuti na ba bia wote because e bi kwa na onipa na wo ye no kwa no po no wan kwa ye hwetwe o ba bi mi som e dinyam it young guys na about ye hwe ya no kasa yi do be pesa be tina da ba on ye no so ati ase but we the second teller you be a them I just say o ebunu ya agene de fine o di na fo na de get biscuit prepare o di na temo biscuit mame one more dynamic na di o na tem na nipa wo yi no so bi ti penie anasa wo ya de no e ye obi ya na wan kasa susumu wo etini mu no etimi ko ye djuma am na ko no nipa ko no on ka mu on ye ohwe ba susumu e de akiri eti se wo fi mu a na me fa ne kransie
na me ka se onse me ka nyina na me ka se onse na me ka se boys no wo mota pet trending enti me on to say dia na busuafo ba be bo amane no anyway wa so wo wudi are fine but me hu ni say wo mo no so ya no pet trending
na branch we sabi one year hunyan san kajasa you ratobo our title sabi otimi and also for camera onu na what yasi no on fanye esua de we aspect na twa wadene o atem didie any force accusation die obi ka bibia e betime nya ma me ko okay fuisu na you say you are this you do powder so uni Saturday night powder yes it was Saturday night powder I Mahama powder.
Okay.
Now Mahama powder na the most expensive one. Yes, no one. And looking at the powder company na for Ghana, no matter who just one reverend, one person. I will enter my press conference. They cannot sleep.
Yeah.
It tells you say there is something in it. It tells you there's something in it. Playing abesi. Obia can was na cocaine womb. Enya no kura, let the security agencies come, let the airport company come and debunk all those things. Why is Mahama so much in the hurry of commenting on that thing?
So and you supreme leader Tata supreme leader.
Yeah, you see the reverend or no. And then the but when to check people for say and they have a very big point. If you give NDC man the same dosage at the NPP now in quarter of it, Sazoma Yapa. Once the work is to NDC Yapa, Sagna the Jomeko opposition.
Medase papa, Miss Medase, you, Yadase. It's not yet to the same, so young fan and Ajwa. Oh, Kafra, Nanama Kafra, Makato Kafra, Nanama Kafra. Kame pekona mensako mi my friend Anama, my friend Anama. But yes, it's not even position we na Nanama to say.
Hello.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Net to say.
Me patron nka me so me ba show this.
Also kasa.
Me was so.
Kasa.
Me patron na obi for France sugu so a wo kasentia.
Kasa, you see when I was on kasa
Oh, okay. Do me chiao ene ahwefo nyina nyame enchraw.
Nice.
Ene adwuma pa wo ye.
Nice.
Ema wo man Ghana. Me patron na me pese me hu se into no your friend is saying Ofosu Kwache or no part let's know control aviation tower now because sir and we are expecting sensible and I was set on my feedback. Because just some was
Yetio Kasa, Yetio.
And yet, this is for and I want on my feedback. Say, ye and for Bono. Say, I confirm 2 or 1. Say, pray analysis. Ghana and Yentia. Woman, some national security agents. So, I didn't think woman control tower. All NAE Atena Obeyi and thing. Diana Ghana for no. Almost the Yajane Yapma, Eti abroad to. Too much. So, too much. And I may patrol. Will be to say, we. Asanteman. Woman almost trending. It's in Canada, Maya, and Kamesha, Ebia, near Waya, Obetini Akosha, baby, say, and Castle. Now, on tear dear, I'm out for the camp.
Right. And until Michelle program as a maker say minimum subine, boys, minimum subine tea. Say, you know, Crusading, we are here. Minimum subine party.
Yeah. Ghana and Samana, a choguno, Enna. Yanka, Nagana for Nankasa. Sometimes me blame mom, sometimes me blame mom. Because woman do not to the stand say, Inina, a soft for by. So we shame Ghana, Braye bringing na, soft for a binom suffering, I am for. And now a binom so, every young penny for especially babies teeth. So because I'm penning free and one maybe you was so a comedy from A to Z, owing to me anchor she swung. Mahama to me aka pass.
Saying network.
For the Tran or Mope. To say, I am Funina Mahama, not me win so massively. So, a private source to the Canadian so a young, a tutia, a Janaya, what I say, almost. Sorry, I read that. Yeah, I dry. Sorry, say. So, what? I'm sorry for now, especially a ma. Muna time, Sapi, I will hear you for Eddie. Nina just somebody approach we. I hear to say a formal ponko, and I'm with the slaves, and yet the money at the Abramo. Now, one side, I saw for when you're now, once I got to about the Amao. So, and to move them, and a bedroom. One more Kaka, also Bemba in particular. All our dinner funam and our NDC, and China our NPP. So, why I don't want to say A+, and smart. Sure, Sikana, what you call master of weight. Now, once I control about the Obia, what by ya when any papa, one more mamma, a woman, I'm a year project for grandma, yet you sketchy chichama a bushna for. Ye cry a water a cacra. Now, control about way at 2 Chinese say. Now, make the own, say Namia and Doma, and this NPP. Ye papa so a better.
Okay.
Yes, say, Mamma, me, then I'm not bad. Yadene koton sawam because of NPP. So me papa we ni constituency. Bra, where woman ni a crowd 2 years crowd. Ena Rollins bepamo womo. Ekunkum ye na na fifa no nyinara. So the entire years at the phone. You do the boom 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 ma NPP no. Actually say yatena see watching and when yansa won't say.
Okay, Mommy, first, you're not now, you're far for you, that's why. You're for you for you, that's it.
I ain't trusting it, and also make a
sanity. I maybe to make a be or first my why.
You may rapport. Before that, so when they are bagana, yet me, you move for effort. But before that, the will be see here airport. Obe control Mahama. At least, ye ba na public into me, ma, baby, ye no man side. So, and think NPP dear, ba, and go man who drum, and to say, on your micro boy, and no, I may and send me, Anyape. And to the American Ghana for say, NPP for back, na adie to chew every woman to me, anya. Omo nene di omo dodo a omo aye na omo ntai se omo ni nkaye no me emi
yeda se mami yeda se wa yento aso chena me da se pa wa yento aso chena okay na ye mana na maso enso envanti se de ye ka no yeta asem ye ntani pa mnantia na medical aka won se me share na me ka se boys no omo pet trending pa anti se wa free mo so free mo adwene pa hene de no obi anu osusu se obi nko ne mo ye ntwen na busiafo ba be bo amane de ane agye adi enti de wagye adi de ono asem na de wa onyi ni so ene so ye won nipa na ye ya asem ye mfa kola we hello nana ho to say ye nana
nyanko adumo na so e
boko fabi so so e
ami adum brana wa wunu nyame enfa ne kransie ye na sadia ye brother ba ko be kan ye say ewiase no mini abema ma obi ni ya wontia wo atemudie na omu din no obi papa na wo di na tem wa se utumi de ne enye say wo di na tem wo fie na to social media no I was young ones now, but you did 2 years ago. I tell you, you know, me solve it. Solve problem be but to be a come receive anymore now. No one did you penny at them. If you say so, even a Bible class of the wood, what you know now, now was as so. And you know, say, and was said also. Say, your bamboo, if you go so I'm no force I bushia to me be the dinner. I want to walk on your study and you. Sabam for the be free war because there is no religion at Chese. Whether a Nanamo dear bear at Chese, who bet me at the deep peniatum, and now bet me at the deal be at them for no reason. Near you won't can no crack, said the bear young ones and the adventure of Hofonos. And many be shrink. No matter some rule within an inch of your connected to, but the dear word in the social media, no company are connected to, and no. It's a one by yes, I did almost find out a share the normal guy, name one and solve situation. Your American idea your way. I brought foot down cameras so many man. One more dedicated in the what would the young member by one cracking yes, that's a yam. Now, what the time cameras so many man. I guess some more promotional country. I get some more educative once never more teach you how I see a dimple in front of them. For what? 2, your mama. More not getting so that you more was as usual. Strong from the it's a not getting yes or your superior leader. No one to Ghana so forever. Obey one more so I have no more to say one more sorry. A Ghana for the Bresrania for Burkina for and a Burkina president of Maya and Onishi and so or your castle the crew or Tiati. Who's the toilet and the Daya was as a toilet to toilet way. See, Siaman for can I no say no control no. You understand go out now. They go out. Omo dem for go for no more. One more do baby ka krebi and no more video. No more say they go out. Said that if the guy is so good, one them is said you person you go traditional word now. Burkina guy is so good. They know my election. Let them to account for this issue. So you're so good that you are kind of for and you didn't jump 1 year story and yes, send this in the video around. If the guy is so good there, and that's all on your election, that's what I'm missing on my election. But the guy in your church word, you know, you are no person to never. Living your perform minimum person for so and get good is a nipa I say anytime they cook and say what machines and I know and also JM from Africa we have done here or not the beer factory or not they say I get you good at the election because we mind for one I only mind for that woman because we're making difference it's also that woman. Reception in yet.
But yo, mommy, yeah, that's a pa. Young for last call out in so soon. You see, with me, young fancy as a reception in your mommy. Hello, hello. So Ubriboa, young Obriaboa. Hello, Briaboa. Okay, Obriaboa network in your cra. And a reception in America said. Baby, I'm in Sisia, and my network is very bad, but at least now you try say a bit make keep contact. Inti, Mammy Namase, now you fellow scholar, we will bring a one or try so free, but Timinto. Okay, TFA calls on in CSA. Okay, young for EF, has waiting me at Toma. Hello, I've already to say.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Sure. Now, Boko there.
What's up, bro?
Yeah,
greetings. Yeah.
Sure. Nice one. Fabi's also name.
Michelle will be a thank for good job. Now, the other Bakoya na minti as you say. You were a Omaya Yatimua. Don't Gaza dia a woman yempe. Say, Obi say, Burkina Faso, right? Burkina Faso president, you know, whatever. We'll see your friend is saying. We'll see factories, right? Now, a good father buy one year. Now, good father factories then will buy obesity. And I'll obey it will be about 2 years.
I'm say, and Codano Albano, saying, what the media on a didn't come over into a good father near more in media name, I'm a media. Yes, I don't know extraordinary. Yeah, good father buy 1 year. Yeah, 1 year, you'll be to me, cousin. We'll buy, you know, what see, I go for the dance and when is that down the yeah. When you explain us, and today I know why you're extraordinary. They say, you won't conform to a man in the home. You see, Mimia, a bad check, because the level of thinking is very low. So, the cry, I say, as a way by a say, cry one more with the empire Ghana. The real baby. What do you cry? And your man say, everyone said, "Who be that will cause this? What's the BB say? Obey your BB advancing the honor. Oh, the whole story, I will say, Burkina Faso, right? Burkina Faso, what about 2 years? Oh, yeah, we go for to buy it. Why, here near my baby, Ghana card the crown, and you're valuable. Because Ghana, 6 years, and the president, 67 years or 68 years, without identity. Meaning, also on your baby. So, and the one comfortable memoir. Yeah, I said, that's a what to a member now one because I won't play with the one and I will mind amount. So, and you say, outsiders, no, Ghana compared to reason. Maybe free Ghana, right? Remember, who shared your man from time of the free Ghana, no. You can't, I said, I was who said, the near match, oh, Ghana, Ghana, Tumpo, Bebre, according compared to African countries, Bebre. So we will be able to two Africa, baby. I was a year Ghana, you can stage different level, cry. Yeah.
Just I make one and say, oh, my, and you're my champion among for you, Rolls Royce or Ghana. What's it? And society. Just I wouldn't know what you're going to. Well, that is sometimes, you know, and just say, one cut out the woman. No one produce my brother, oh, you will be out. Whether it's good or bad, and they won't get to. By any go for it, woman, you too. There's no pretty outsiders. They go back to Mahama. Then you are lying into me.
Medasi, yan to us watch now. Yeah, same time, 3 p.m. Ghana time. Medasi pa. Yes, yeah, that's you. Baby, I will be as you are here, piano. Yeah, check Ghana time, 3 p.m. Sunday issue. Why? 2:30 3 p.m. One now I catch you up. Why? Me location into me network in have but anyway, you try your best. Fetch me why? I mean, Bibia, Toda sanity. Oh, my no Freya, you know, fresh, but me trust and keeping on, but I'm say, not network anymore. Come and trust you being on it, not so right. It said it, you quite you for soon, some of the changing, I be on your toss, me yinty, airtight. I didn't know who vice president as someone to Ghana for whom say vice president or way. I didn't know Mahama Sumay publish say or smart doctors say Kukudam for one cover or one Magana for whom say hospital in order. I didn't know 1 year I could for us for vice president Nana Jane Pukwajma or way you told Mumma country you perceive when the situation where you're Ghana in your mamma no. FSC ever course this year. I was auntie videos out here I will call Eastern region. The NPP, all the NPP executives will be start mention. Woman Kufuado, including Anado, or Moko drinking. Free channel colon, some would into Mkoshia, every barbontain. A free channel, every barbontain. Your friend, what is Sheba? Proud Africa made us say, thank you, proud. Nedia network in about so, Timako by almost 3 hours. Medamuna was my idea, said Muginaso, a shame will be a Michia Medase. Alex Fennon, thank you. Marvin, Medase pa. Brother Success, Eno Sapoma, Doris Ofe, Mom Weche, Doris, Medamuna Mwase, Obibia, Bro Success, thank you. Echana, you flew. We could be for Quambia, so now, you won't be any better one. And a while friend went to me to fetch me networking about why. Your face, say, Medamuna Mwase, if Damase pa, Medamase.